Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast for gaming. John's away this week doing some other things, and in its place, it's the same exact crew from last time when John was gone. So, with me is LV.
Hello. It's the sequel.
Scott.
Hello.
Yeah, LV the sequel.
Wait,
Scott the sequel.
Are we bringing it low, or are we?
Oh, you can go high if you want. I was just starting it off.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. See, I've been doing Starlight Car, and my intros for that, I try to go like very low, try to get in the mood for it. But my secret for that is I usually record them right after I wake up.
Oh, that's a good way to do it. Yeah, I just thought about going really high, and I thought that it would kill me if I did that, so I decided not to. Also, Spencer. I always just want to say Skull because it's so cool, and that's what I've known you as forever.
Look, you can say whatever you want, Rose. This is the chill video game hour.
Yeah, it's the chill one. Yeah.
Skullcer.
No government mandated names here.
No government mandated names.
Wait. What about Spenskull?
That sounds like the middle evolution of the Pokemon that most people
That sounds like
forget.
the tier below Orichalcum when you're crafting stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like some fictional currency or some sort of element, right?
Only 3 Spenskulls.
I need to go farm some Spenskulls.
They really put them in the worst spots.
I fucking hate it. Game is so
Skullcer sounds nice. Skullcer sounds... Because I think of like Skullcer, like a dapper gentleman. Skullman.
Also kind of reminds me of like Sorcerer almost.
Oh, yeah.
Bit, yeah, sure. Alright. So quite a bit has been happening in video games recently.
They won't stop as much as I'm trying to make them.
That's ironic that you would say that. They're stopping for a little. Well, a couple of them, a few of them are stopping for a little bit. Do you want to talk about that, Skull?
Oh, are you really gonna make me start with this?
well, Skull's gonna do it. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Ubisoft announced that they were delaying a few of their games to either next year or even 2021. And they cited Ghost Recon Breakpoint didn't do as well as we wanted, so now we're pushing these games back because we're cowards, or maybe because we just want to not have to compete with all the other games that are coming out around February, March of next year.
Everyone's scared of Final Fantasy VII Remake,
basically. So
rightfully so.
Like the ones that they've delayed are like The Last of Us 2, which that's not them, is it? No,
that's Naughty Dog.
That's Naughty Dogs. No, the ones they've deleted are like Watch Dogs Legion, Gods and Monsters, Rainbow Six Quarantine. All those were shown at E3. So, and then
Skull and Bones too, right?
Mm-hmm. That one actually got delayed all the way to 2021, so we won't be seeing that one for a long time. And then
that was announced like 3 years ago.
I know. This is also I brought up The Last of Us 2 because that's another game that also got recently delayed, and it seems like everything's getting delayed and pushed back, which normally for me, I'm like, okay, fine, cool, whatever, do whatever you gotta do. But it's really weird that they're all getting pushed back, and it seems like they're all getting pushed back to around the same time.
Yeah, that's the weird thing, right? Because they're competing against themselves.
If you all delay to March of 2020, you're all still gonna come out in March of 2020.
Yeah.
I think also Bloodlines 2 was delayed.
That's true.
Yeah, a bunch of these were announced. We're going to delay these within the same time window of a span of a couple weeks.
There was another one that was delayed too, but I can't remember it off the top of my head.
You have to wonder if maybe with all of the campaigning around better labor practices is actually leading to longer development times for these games, or just poor production. Probably the latter there, but you can hope. You can hope.
I would hope, yeah.
At Ubisoft, of all places, I wouldn't exactly be yes.
Or Naughty Dog.
Or Naughty Dog. Yeah, how's that? Remember that investigation Naughty Dog did into those allegations that took an hour or whatever the fuck it was?
Yeah.
That they said, oh no, we researched it, I promise.
We researched it internally. Everything's fine.
Oh, it was the Ghost of Tsushima will be delayed because of Last of Us's delay, so they don't want it to conflict, which is also Naughty Dog's game. Yeah.
That was that one. That was it. That was exactly it.
So that one doesn't have necessarily a theoretical possibly production issues, but it's literally just being pushed back because of like the other game. You know,
that's very strange.
I bet it has something to do with that because all the Sony companies work on each other's games and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised.
I to be optimistic, I would hope maybe there is just this idea of like, you know, we shouldn't be ashamed of doing this, and hey, if there are problems, we shouldn't crunch people. But at the same time, it could also be the opposite and might be weird into the other direction of it being worse, because normally my understanding of like, and my experience with things like film production or video production is usually when things get delayed, like if a film project gets delayed, it means there's going to be more work involved to fix whatever happened.
Yeah.
So again, no one really knows right now why. Right. Like, people are having this conversation about like, oh, maybe this is a good thing. But at the same time, it's like, oh God, it could easily be the entirely opposite thing, and, right? You know, right?
Yeah.
So who knows? There's not a lot of insight as to what's going on, especially so close to their release quarters. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if they could be a little more transparent with these things and like provide like reasons why? Because like I feel like obviously they're never going to stop the gamers from freaking out. The Last of Us, that dude who made that cyberpunk thing. You know, that 3D model of what it's going to be like. If that game got delayed, I feel like they would die.
They lose meaning in life.
Yeah. And it's just like, I feel like at least, the very least, if they like explain like why they're doing it, and like, you know, especially if it's like, oh, we're the theoretical optimist view that we'd like to have of, oh, it's because they're taking more time and like treating their workers better.
We're seeing a lot more places become savvy about announcing delays. I actually saw an ad for The Last of Us 2 that said it's being delayed until this time because we want to make sure it's perfect. That was just straight up advertised. They paid to tell me that.
And it's just like, there can be smarter ways to do it than Ubisoft just being like, all of our games are coming out in a year now. I don't know. It's very strange to me. But maybe it's for the best, because we don't want that weird morality advertisement where like Nintendo does, where they're like, oh, don't worry, our workers are treated great and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, for what it's worth, most of them probably are. I've heard some things that maybe the QA for Nintendo is not particularly great, and and their crunch solution being just bring on more freelance people is, you know, sensible, but at the same time, once a game is over, those people are just out of work. So like, I mean, it's not ideal, but it seems like maybe one of the better ways that these big game companies deal with labor. I don't know.
It's certainly an option.
Yeah, it's not the weird egalitarian ideal that people want when it comes to game development.
All right. Let's see. Okay, you know what? Yeah, just get it out of the way. Scott,
are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing it to you now.
Oh no!
That, you can get to all the other things.
Yeah, all the way more important things that we can talk about.
You know, there's stuff later, like Fallout 76 that we can get into, and that'll be exciting.
Hey, hey everyone!
Yeah,
my name is Scott. Do you know what the WWE is?
No,
I have a vague recollection of the WWE.
To Rose, who said no, you live in bliss. You are doing so much better than I am.
It's like Waterworld Entertainment Society, like people who really like Waterworld.
Yeah, they all live in Waterworld, the great movie.
Oh,
yeah. So that's a company that does a thing where they do a show, and sometimes it's in countries that are maybe overrun by horrible, bloodthirsty governments.
America.
Yeah, well, a couple other ones too, but yeah. So they put out a new version of their video game, the WWE 2K20, and let me tell you, people were not happy with it.
Oh yeah, how unhappy were they?
They a hashtag called Fix WWE 2K20 was trending legitimately for a while the day it launched because it's a broken mess. So I want to say this up front. I didn't really talk about. Well, I talked about it on podcasts and stuff, but I didn't really do any written coverage of last year's game, because I had a lot of trouble figuring out what exactly I wanted to talk about. So they're like marginal improvements every year. That it's a very incrementalist way of trying to say, hey, we're coming out with a new game that has new features, and eventually it'll be good. The thing about 2K19 was that it felt like a step in the right direction in a lot of ways. Like, they had their My Career Story mode, which was largely very boring, but had some really, really inspired pieces of storytelling in it that are just like genuinely enjoyable, which is not something you usually get out of these games. And also they made a lot of really positive quality of life improvements that were just generally made the game easier to play. And it's hard trying to talk about that when all you can really say is, oh, it's like last year's game, except it's like a little bit better in some ways, I guess. So the thing is with this game, 2K20,
It's not a little bit better.
No, it is.
Is it a little bit worse?
It's a lot worse, honestly. So this game is a perplexing mess to me. It's very clearly unfinished. There are a myriad of bugs. Just like the amount of weird ass bugs that are in this game is so ludicrous.
So to break the immersion, I do know what the WWE is, but
cool.
And you were showing me this game the other night, and we zoomed out of the ring. I guess that was when it came out. It zoomed out of the ring, and we discovered that the ring was built on top of a pretty large modeled city.
I figured out what that was about.
What was that about?
So there is in Create Arena, there's an arena for an outdoor arena. Okay. And like when you if you look beyond the bounds of the arena, you can sometimes see, there's like a building over there or something. It's like I'm really outside. So when they built the arena that we were playing on, they just built it on top of that base.
They sure did build it on top of that base. There was like an apartment complex under the bleachers.
So it was. Here's the fucked up thing about that was this is the WrestleMania 2029 arena.
Yeah,
it is like an arena that's supposed to be set in the future.
Yeah, so it seemed like commentary.
Yeah, we went outside the boundaries of the level, and we're just looking around. We're seeing this entirely shaded, tinted black city. We're just seeing these clearly textured building models. We cannot make anything else out, but all we can tell is that they built this giant arena from the future on top of this dead city.
Yeah.
The WWE has created some great social commentary with this arena.
Yeah. That's what they were going for with this entry, and that's why they had to take a step back because they spent so much time in the writing booth, The
arena's the only safe place after, the big...
after WrestleMania 2027.
Yeah, the big thing happened, and humanity's only safe inside the confines of the ring. The city is destroyed.
The city was underneath the ring?
Yes. It was underneath...
Oh my gosh.
Like directly.
It's like a Tower of Babel thing. It's it.
So what, is this like the Undercity that Frederick Underfunny runs and lives in the future?
Oh god, I haven't even thought about the canon reasons for this.
Yeah, right now there's just Delgo, right? There's the Delgo and...
So to bring it back with what's broken about this game, created characters, you can't use them at all. Like,
yeah.
So what I understand is that the image uploader is just completely busted. Like, you can maybe sometimes get an image on there, maybe. And if you sit there for hours or something and just keep trying until it finally happens. So, as a result, there's no custom images on anything that's up there right now. Like anything on the community creations that they have available. Which means everything looks like dog shit. But that doesn't even matter, because even if you have a character that does not have images on it, more than likely it'll get bugged to the point where you just, if you try to like play a match with it, or even like try to edit it, like edit its entrance or something, the game will just not load. Which is a huge bummer, because one of the big appeal of this game is making characters, or like downloading a bunch of characters and just having fun with them. And it's really, really wild, because I've seen like pretty big character creator, like personality types just say, I've lost all will to make anything in this game. This just isn't happening. Sorry, you guys aren't going to get a Kushida this year.
It's absolutely insane to me that this is the specific like part of the game that's the most broken, because that's the part that makes people buy the games. As long as you can remember, like since the beginning of human history, people have only bought WWE games because you can make custom fighters.
It's fucking buck wild to me. The place where custom characters do exist, thankfully, is in the My Career mode. My Career is their like main created storyline. It's the thing they actually write, which is, I haven't played too far into it, but boy, we watched a little bit of that in our Discord. We were just like screen sharing and like playing a little bit of it, and boy, is it not well written at all. I don't
know. What do you mean you didn't like Delgo's great cheers he was coming up with every now and again?
Yeah, we're playing as Cleo Dragalia Lost and her best friend Delgo.
Incredible.
And they're trying to become WWE superstars together. And so as I understand it, if you try to load an image into that and put it on a character, that too will not load.
Nice.
It's great. Also, apparently, just at some point, just randomly, if you just keep playing My Career, eventually that too will stop working. It is utterly perplexing how much of this game just does not work.
Oof. Well, it's not like it had a budget, right?
Oh boy.
Doesn't generate any revenue that would have to go back into it or anything, right?
So they finally put out a statement about this. It is buck wild, because anything WWE related, they do not like to admit when they have made a mistake.
Oh yeah.
They just try to put on the best
this
face.
Far.
Yeah, exactly. They finally put out a statement about it. They did it on like a notepad and then like posted the image, which is really funny to me.
Yeah, that's good. Like
that's
they
when
said
you know
a slur.
it's serious. Yep.
Oh.
It's like they cheated on their wife or something.
I do that on Twitter when I don't want like the text to be searchable.
It's true, you do that, but you do the way you do it is much different. It's much different tonally.
I'm not responsible for like, multi-million-dollar like franchises or anything,
It's true.
They said, we are listening closely to the feedback that's been shared regarding WWE 2K20 and are aware of the concerns some players are reporting.
Some.
That's because the ones who haven't had problems got refunds. We're working hard to investigate these concerns and address them as necessary. We expect to have an initial patch ready in the next 2 weeks. That is nuts to me, because this game...
Well, they didn't expect it.
Yeah, of course. Oh, no. There's, I mean, if you're making games, there's this thing called a known shippable. It's a bug that you know exists, but you just ship it anyways because it's not that huge of a problem.
Yeah, there weren't any of those in this game.
Well, no, there were a couple. There were just a couple known shippables. It's fine. It works. This fucking blows my mind because this is a game that screams of needing like a day one patch that exists. There's a day one patch and it's still
What was
broken.
it like before that?
I don't know. I just don't know. So this is also really wild to me because the first content pack for it is coming out like very soon on the 28th, which is it's their Bump in the Night pack with the Fiend Bray Wyatt, where you play like this weird horror themed version of WWE, almost as if the one that exists would not be called horror. But so this is really wild to me because this game has largely been sold on that. Like they're trying to sell the fact that this new WWE Originals thing that they're selling this DLC pack they're selling this new DLC pack on is like the hot new thing that we're bringing to the game. And if you pre-order this game, you'll get the Bump in the Night pack. And if you do that, it's not in the game.
Nice.
You'll get it eventually when it comes out. They're selling a pre-order bonus that you don't get. That's like just straight up misleading advertising. I don't know how it's okay.
Because they can get away with it. I mean, that's what every sports game has been pretty much recently, right?
God.
It's them knowing they can get away with it, right? Like
Kinda,
FIFA's gone like really bad. NBA hasn't been great either, right? Like I know some people have liked certain aspects of it, but overall, like people have been saying like,
NBA games have had like a lot of big problems with microtransactions lately.
Yeah.
And I'll say to this game's credit, it does not do microtransactions. That's
those packs aren't microtransactions. Is all in-game stuff.
That's all in-game currency.
Oh, okay.
You can't like buy the currency you need to buy them because like they tried to implement that last year or like the year before or something, and one of their other games was getting so much pushback on microtransactions that you can clearly tell that they were building this system for microtransactions and then ripped out the part where you could just pay for them with money. It's and they've just left that system in the game for the last 2 years. Just untouched. Well, they have touched it. They touched it so they could make the pack opening animation worse.
It really, I wouldn't even say that it had an animation from what you were showing me this time. It just goes whoop.
Fuck, it is unbelievable. Yeah, this game has so many problems. If you look on Twitter and just like search "fix WWE 2K20," you will see a myriad of videos of just like horrible glitched out messes. Like people, there's one common glitch right now where if you slam someone into a set of steel steps while they're in the ring, the steps float under the ring. And then everything just starts going fucking haywire.
Nice. Yeah, they broke the gravity well that's underneath that's keeping them alive in WrestleMania 2029.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing is I see a lot of people complaining about how bad this game looks. And yeah, like the graphics suck. They're just like Becky Lynch, the cover character, who has been like probably the biggest star at WWE for the last year or so. She just looks like garbage. And they made like 7 different versions of her and they all look bad. Like they have face scanning technology that like grabs how someone looks. And I'm guessing it's just like poor lighting or maybe like the animation stuff is just terrible, but it just doesn't look like a person. You know, it's just not good.
Yeah, none of the women look right. Like at least some of the men have. Like, some of the men are like, oh, okay, that's just like a weird, generic. But none of the women look right, and especially because of how bad the hair has been translated. Looks like
the hair.
Yeah, the hair is especially bad. It just looks so unflattering to a lot of folks.
Yeah, it's over the last few years, you just kind of you kind of see past that, and you just kind of expect it to be bad. And then once people start to take a look at it who haven't been looking at it for so long, it's like you remember, oh no, this just isn't good. It's really wild. It looks bad. It doesn't play super well either, in my opinion. There are parts where they've just slowed down animations for no reason, especially when you're picking someone up off the ground, which is probably the thing that already is the most annoying and takes the most amount of time. They slowed that down even more for some reason. I don't know why, but it's clearly the same animation, just slower. And not even that, but like, if you never saw that before and you watch that animation happen naturally, you could just immediately tell, oh, this is slower than it originally is. Like, I don't know any other way to put it.
I think all you really need to say is that people should not buy this game, probably.
No, it's not good. Like, I guess wait 2 weeks. I tried to unbuy it. They wouldn't let me.
You had issues with that, didn't you?
Yeah. So a lot of people were able to refund it really quickly. They just like went and asked for a refund and they got it immediately. I was a fool because I decided, you know what? I should play this game and try to find out a bunch of the ways in which it's broken. So I know for myself. And so I can let other people know in case they're considering buying this game.
Sure.
In the course of doing that, I unlocked maybe 4% of trophies. And over the course of talking to PlayStation representatives over the phone, they told me I had played the game too much because I had that many trophies, and therefore the game is not faulty.
It's your fault for being an elite gamer, being able to get those trophies.
Yeah, I'm just so fucking good at this goddamn game.
Do you really think waiting 2 weeks is even worth it? Like, do you really think they're going to fundamentally fix anything? I really don't know. I feel like the best you'll get is some sort of band-aid, and then they like just keep releasing these things with no press releases, hoping that they could just get the people who like don't go online. That like the WWE.
I don't know about that, because these games have like niche communities that like are consistently getting them every single year, and they have committed the cardinal sin of just like making a game so bad that the core people that would want to play it don't want to play it. I have seen so many people that I follow who play these games just be like, well, I'm playing WWE 2K19 again because this is just not working for me. It's like it's unbelievable to me. Like, they have made a game that nobody wants. The general populace doesn't want it. The people who would actually want it don't want it. There are a few diehards that are going, no, it's fine, but they're dumbass dipshits. So I don't really know.
Maybe they should stop making sports game annual.
Yeah, I agree. I think that WWE specifically would really benefit from a live service model of just like, hey, here is the base game. We're going to do expansions to it and add to it. And then maybe like over the course of 3 years, they come out with a new game or something.
Yeah, like that shocks me that there has been nothing like that yet. Like, I guess it's just like more reliable to count on that, $60 every year rather than like the possibility of
Yeah. It's really wild too, because like the core game is the same. Like they haven't really changed much. I really don't understand how a lot of these problems happened, but I think they tried to make some pretty significant changes to the code. Because from what I've noticed, the game actually has like significantly decreased loading times in certain areas. Like, things like opening up certain menus and like going into character creation and stuff usually took a significant amount of time. And now it just opens up instantly. And it makes me think they tried to do some serious refactoring on this stuff just to optimize it. And over the course of that, they were not able to QA and check if... Well, I can't... Like, this feels like a game that was not tested. But I feel like over the course of it, they were not able to QA, they were not able to do second passes on the code and make sure everything worked exactly how it was supposed to. Like, it clearly got to a point where they were like, this game is unfinished, but because we're a yearly cycle, we cannot delay it, so we just have to release it and hope people won't kill us. And people are killing them, because they're like, nobody wants this game. It's bad. It sucks. You shouldn't play it. On top of just like this horrible buggy bullshit, like they just make these really baffling decisions. Like they change the counter button, which is a really important button that you need because you counter attacks with it. Mm-hmm. They changed it from a trigger, which was just like, hey, this button is dedicated to countering, to a face button. And it was the same face button that activated like the supers, like special moves, finishers. And now, instead of just having a button dedicated to finishers, it is like a button combination to activate finishers.
It's really weird.
Yeah, and then that trigger is dedicated to like sort of payback moves, which are sort of like a good equivalent is like V trigger, like special ability stuff. It's like, hey, activating this, I can do a certain kind of pin, or I can jump back up on my feet or something. Which, that's a nice thing to have, but those still require other, more complicated button combinations on top of the trigger as well. So it just doesn't make sense why they changed it like that. It doesn't, like, all it does is alienate the people who know how to play the game and how to, and like, just make it more annoying. Like, why would you make your game that's already really obtuse and hard to play even harder? I really don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I'm sure it made perfect sense to them.
Speaking of games that should have been delayed.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just cutting me off.
Go for it. Yeah.
Oh, no, I was just... No, I'm
Oh, what should have been delayed?
The the WWE game should have been delayed.
Oh,
since we were talking about.
Okay. I got
confused. I was like, are you hijacking this to go somewhere?
No.
I was like,
which I respect.
I have been waiting all week to hear Scott talk about this game.
that was a good one. I get you now.
I got one more thing. One last thing that fucking grinds my gears. Fucking blows my mind. There used to be a feature in these games where you're editing a moveset. You hit a button that marks it as a favorite, and then you go over to another tab, and it just shows all the moves you have marked as favorites. And it's just a really easy, convenient way of scrolling through a shitload of moves to find the ones you want. And they removed it! I don't know why! It's killing me! I just want a favorite moves!
Oh my god.
Why? Why would they get rid of it?
They don't want you to have a favorite anything anymore.
It's very fitting that for all of the things that are not in this game, there is just a level that's hell.
Yeah.
Hell is in this game!
Yeah, hell is the game.
No, they have a Hell's Coliseum level where you like wrestle in hell. And it's really off-putting because there's no crowd noise, so it's just like completely silent.
That's like the opposite of hell.
Except like every now and then you hear like a weird groan, and that's it. And it's not even like pained groans of anguish. It's just kind of it's kind of And your completely silent match keeps going while Michael Cole is like, this competitor is just so wild doing his weird suplexes or whatever. Isn't that right, Corey Graves, you weird idiot? I hate Corey Graves so much. Ugh! I don't want to listen to him. Why'd you put him in this game?
Listen, I'm just going to give you the best advice I can, which is don't play any more of this game. Take care of yourself.
That's not going to happen. I'm going to.
I know it's not. I'm just trying to help.
it is my usual de-stress game of just like, okay, just sit down and play something I know. You know?
But you don't even know it anymore.
Yeah, this game does the opposite of de-stress me.
Well, that actually leads me. I've been a little stressed out playing, and not stressed out at the same time, playing Atelier.
Oh, yeah.
I've been playing Atelier. So these games are, for people who don't know, because you might not know, these are JRPGs where it's all about alchemy. You do alchemy.
That's cool.
Craft a bunch of stuff. You go around, it's very, easygoing, low-key, like small towns and stuff like that. It's post-apocalyptic, but not in the way of, it's, far divorced from it.
They didn't build a huge wrestling arena on top of a town.
No, not at all. No, they just built a nice town over a river or something.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, a little town that used to be a port with boats. Well, the ocean's gone now. It's just a giant canyon that never ends. So we made an air balloon port, the hot air balloons. It's just, but there's no not really anything serious going on in it. So I've been playing Aisha, which is the first of the Dusk trilogy, because there's fucking 30 of these games or something, and they're separated into trilogies or arcs. So the story for this one was just, I started it up. I've been told these games are very easygoing, and the game opens up, and she's talking about how her sister disappeared one day, and she's going to go to the ruins to pick some herbs or something, and she goes to these ruins to pick some herbs where her sister's grave is, and a ghostly version of her sister pops out, and she goes, whoa, and then this old man comes up and goes, wow, if you learn alchemy, you could bring her back from wherever she's gone.
Don't like where
And
that's
she's
going.
like, what? And he's like, you have 2 years. Goodbye. And he just leaves after saying that. And I was like, oh no, now I'm stressed out. Because you have 2 years in-game. The game has an in-game calendar, not determined by real time. Actions pretty much just take a day at the minimum for the most part. And you just go around basically trying to learn alchemy and making some friends along the way. It's very nice and calm, like I said, a lot of small towns and stuff like that. It's pretty much all girls too, so it has a very Neptunia vibe, but it's not very jokey like Neptunia. It is jokey, but it's more a light-hearted sense rather than going for a silly. So it's just a lot of oh, I don't know how to cook. Well, let's learn how to cook with alchemy or something, whatever, just stuff like that. It's just, there's all the girls have where one's a miner, one's really stupid, one's a witch,
the big three, yeah.
One is dying from stress from overwork.
Damn, I really feel that.
And what's the other one? One's a robot. So you got all the girl types that you could possibly have. They're all right there.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, I feel like it could do a better job of explaining some stuff. But it's very nice. Once you get into a rhythm of okay, so I'm gonna go and explore this map and beat up these enemies and gather here to get all this stuff so I can go back to town to make this and then make a money so that I can buy these things so that I can make this, and crafting all the stuff in your list and stuff like that is really fun. It's very nice. But it is very stressful to have a timer, I think, in any game. And as I'm reaching the end of that game, I'm definitely getting more stressed out by the timer. Basically, the story just keeps getting dire, and I legitimately was oh no, I don't have, I fucked up. I'm dying to a boss now or whatever, as I'm getting closer to the end of the game, and all the in-game story stuff is well, your sister's gonna be lost forever to evil robot hell or something, and I'm no, As one of the stressful things is the battles aren't that hard, but every time you die in a boss fight or any battle in the world, you lose a day. And losing just even one day is so stressful. It's like, no, I could have done so much. But yeah, I'm still enjoying it. Worst case scenario, I lose this time around, and I doubt that will happen. But I lose this, I get the bad end or whatever, and then I just look up the good ending on YouTube and go to the next game.
There you go.
And then real quick before I'm going to go into LV, I'll let you go wild in a second.
Oh, you don't want that.
No, I do, actually. I love hearing you talk about this stuff.
This is the time.
Yeah.
This is the time, this is the place.
The Indivisible review is on the website now. You can read it.
Yeah, go read it. Go read it.
Yeah.
Without spoiling your review, how do you feel about it?
I'm pretty positive on the game.
Wow.
I got the platinum.
Oh, nice.
I pretty much just played it until I beat it, which is very rare to happen with me recently, because I usually just go like, oh, I'm just gonna go to bed now. Goodbye.
Right.
But I was just like, oh yeah, I want to keep playing. And I beat it pretty quickly, which was nice. It definitely has some problems, like I've said before. Something I talked a little bit about in my review, is that the pacing's a little weird. And it definitely is weird, because there's a point in that game where they like do a fake end or whatever, and that's the halfway point for the game pretty much. And it's just like everything that happens after that goes so quickly that you could really feel that game being rushed into development, which is unfortunate, because I think like if they had been given like a little more time, they could have made like a really, really, really good game. But as is, it's just like it's a good game. I enjoyed it a lot. But
yeah, I was also playing it, and I had a pretty fun time with it. I didn't. I like right before the first like real town in the game, where you meet all of the great backer characters, you know. But yeah. I played like up until that point, and it's a really cool, really fun game. I enjoy the way battles work in that.
I do think that later, once you have the whole kit together in Indivisible, it really feels at least cohesive, and you can like. That's it cool. Doesn't feel bad. Like Mighty Number 9 feels like shit, right? Like if you play Mighty Number 9, it just feels like a goddamn hot trash fire of a time. And like this game is like, and I would even argue, as much as I like Bloodstained, feels a little finicky. I don't think that Indivisible feels that finicky. I think it gives you enough floatiness with what you're wanting to do, and like things can be precise, but they're not like damning. Like you don't like you know that secret stage in Hollow Knight?
I don't actually.
Oh, you know Skull?
Which I think
the palace at the end of the game where you have to do all the jumping Meat Boy stuff.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Well, Scott, since you don't know, there's a part of Hollow Knight where it becomes dang Super Meat Boy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You
have to like there's saw blades and you have to like hop off them and shit like that.
Oh, that's neat.
It is cool. I liked it a lot. Some people don't like it though. They get very angry about it.
I mean, it did take me like about a good solid hour to get through that place, but it was fun.
It's fun to have a challenge sometime.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, like later in the like I feel like the one problem I would say with that stuff is that absolutely like it's a very like once you're given everything, then they start doing fun platforming challenges, and like until then it's just very straightforward, like the pogo sticks. You didn't even get to the pogo stick stuff, but there's like, oh yeah, you do pogo sticks off this thing, and then like basic wall jumps, and then later they're like chain together all 5 of your air dashes and do that, and I'm like, oh. They just like pull that out right towards the end, and it's very like it's a big leap in difficulty. That's it's still surmountable. It's not that bad since you just respawn instantly at the challenge, like wherever you are. So
that's a big thing to me with how this platforming feels. Is if it did not immediately respawn you, then I feel like people would not like it nearly as much or not want to put up with it.
All right, so yeah, that's it. LV, it's time now. Now you tell me about you can do 2 of them for now, because we have a couple things that we need to. We're going to spread out the mobile stuff. So pick 2 whichever you prefer. You know what? Tell me about Color Peace Out, which is a very interesting name.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll talk about 2. So yeah, I've been mostly just like exploring the Google Play Store.
It's a fun place to be.
It's a fun place to be. Kinda, and also no. It still keeps pinging me because like usually if I see something interesting, I'm like, oh, I'll bookmark this for later. Basically, there's like an option for you to like mark off, like at least in the Play Store. I'm sure the Apple Store or other app markets have an equivalent of like, oh yeah, this game isn't out, but if you mark it now, we'll remind you and ping you for it. It still keeps pinging me for Mario Kart Tour.
Nice.
Like, please stop. And I don't know how to make it stop. But whatever.
Yeah, at this point, like, because you can't like unpre-register or whatever, like that option's gone. How does that?
I don't know how to do it. Right? Yeah, it's basically like a pre-registering thing. You're not paying for anything or not downloading or like earlier. It's just literally like, oh yeah, ping me later when this comes out. I can't undo it. It's gonna keep pinging me.
Did you ever download it?
Play this game. No,
well, maybe that's what you have to do. Just hit the download button once and then cancel it.
And uninstall it. Just lock it. Anyway, I've been just like looking on, I've been just going out my way to look through the stuff that I'm being recommended besides Mario Kart Tour. That's like, it seems interesting. Like, seem like actually solid stuff to try. Like, usually it's been kind of on point in terms of like understanding my like playing history or my download history and matching me up to like the appropriate genre or like things that I like. So I'm not getting anything too random, thankfully. So there's these 2 apps in particular I noticed that are pretty much, they look like games a lot of us already know, and they may be ripping them off or might be inspired by it. But here, I'll go into later about like how a lot of these mobile apps are very mysterious in their origin, but like anyway, they're very mysterious. You can't. It's very difficult to find out more information about, but I'll go into that later. So the first one I'll go into is like Color Peace Out. It's all in capital letters. I don't know if I'm supposed to yell it. Color Peace Out! Exclamation point.
Not like peace out, like peace out, like
yeah, peace out, yeah,
like an object being removed.
Yes. And the subtitle for it is Match 3 and Mystery Adventure. It's like in brackets.
And Mystery Adventure. That's 2 for 1.
Right. Too many games in this. Like, so Color Peace Out is basically you're in the role of this young cute gal. The art style is very cute, but I'll go into that. And she has to go to New York City to find her missing dad.
Yeah, classic.
And classic. Hate when it happens. Anyway, and there's this implication so far. I haven't played that far into it, but there's this implication so far that she kind of comes from a family of detectives. So she's specifically going to New York City to go to the Perriott Detective Agency because she feels like, oh yeah, like there might be some sort of connection to find her dad, and like it's more like, and I think she's been living with her grandparents, and her grandparents kind of like prompted her to like do this for some reason. It's one of those things like, oh, it's time to do this. I don't know much detail beyond it, but she had to travel to New York City to find her dad. And immediately, the moment she steps into fictionalized Times Square, she has to solve this mystery. So like there's the first case you deal with is like, oh, someone vandalized this food truck and you have to figure out who it is. And yeah, for anyone who sees this game, the moment you open up this game, it's like, oh wow, this game is pretty much just Professor Layton. It looks,
or like Lady Layton, especially like with the.
Oh yeah, the art style looks pretty. Yeah, like it's more like round in a way. Like Professor Layton kind of has this very French animations.
It does style. Look like for anime.
Lady Layton's. Yeah, Lady Layton. Yeah, like the gal Layton, Miss Layton, whatever her name is.
Catriel.
The newer games. Yes, there you go. It's more stylized in like an organic, like kind of akin to the more modern Pokemon art style with the characters in the games.
Sure.
Something like that. It's more anime-esque in a way. But it looks exactly like that. So I'm going in, like, already, and the first impression is like, oh, there are puzzles. But no, it turns out it's actually just Bejeweled. It's literally just Bejeweled, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, anyway, so basically you have to, just finish up these Bejeweled, Bejeweled stages to move forward. And you have this insight meter. Otherwise, you can't really talk to people to get more clues to figure out what's going on. So really, yeah, it's really just one of those, like, games with a story wrapped around just a very simple puzzle game. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Like, there's not a lot to say to it. And, like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, yeah, nothing really awful happened yet, right? So far you're just kind of doing, like, Scooby-Doo equivalent shenanigans of, like, oh, no, who stole the cake? Like, oh, no, like, my dog, no one died yet. I don't know if anyone will. Maybe, who knows? But there is definitely, like, these weird white-cloaked, they kind of look like cultists, I don't know. They're, like, following you around so far, and they're like, oh, we noticed, they, like, know you for some reason, I don't know. They have something to do with your dad, obviously. But, yeah, Lily, so Lily goes into the detective agency, and she just runs into, like, this kind of broody, like, he looks like Spike from Cowboy Bebop.
He really does.
He's one of those. He just looks like that. He's one of those. It's just that. Wow. Anyway, his name is Carlos. I'm going by the English names.
That's the name you give that guy too.
Right. But I'm going by the English names. This seems to be a Japanese developed game. And yeah, she meets up with him, and yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, an unlikely duo, and they have both their own goals. Like, what now? Yeah. So far, nothing about this game seems like sinister. It's like a cute thing that passes by time, and it's a mobile game, so its way of, like, making money out of it is, it has ads in game that pop up, but I never found them, like, egregious.
But no stamina bar or anything.
Not so far. I haven't run into anything yet.
Well, yeah,
I would face the limit. There probably is later on when it gets harder, but I know, so when you fail a stage, you do have a heart meter. You lose hearts, actually. So there you go. But in terms of, like, time, and I haven't really encountered that. But yeah, if you mess up on stages and just utterly fail, you do lose hearts. But yeah, it really is just one of those puzzle, like a very simple puzzle game, and there's, like, a really big story wrapped around it. That's all. But yeah, I don't know. This is the only game by this developer. This was also kind of no one talking about this. I think it was put up on the store in March. I'm not sure, because I'm not sure when the English version came out. But I just stumbled upon it, and I was like, oh, this looks cute, and it does look cute. It feels very polished, put together. Oh, yeah, as I was saying, the ads don't feel disrupted. It doesn't, like, stop you in the middle of, like, a stage or something. It actually I've only ever noticed them popping up during the loading screens, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, that's perfect. I'm not doing anything anyway. I'll just X out. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing else to say about it so far. I haven't gone that far into it yet. Again, no one died yet, but I guess when someone does, I will have a lot to say about
I hope Carlos proves he has a heart of gold in the end.
Yeah, and like Professor Layton, there are, like, these occasional cutscenes where they're really nicely 2D animated, but for the most part, you don't see that complexity of animation in the game itself. It's very still. Like, again, it's a very nice illustrated drawing, but it's otherwise it's really Professor Layton on the surface. There isn't, like, it's not composed of things like riddles or, like, more brain scramble. It's literally just Bejeweled. So that's what got me in. It's really the puzzle motif with the mystery element. So to go into another game that pretty much looks like it might be ripping off another game, there's this farming game that this one came out more recently, I believe, and went live on the mobile game market more recently. It's calling itself being in an alpha stage, sort of like in a playtesting stage.
I haven't seen that for a phone game really before.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's on the market, and it's like, well, it seems like the developers are very receptive to talking to people about, like, oh yeah, if there are problems. I mean, they're very proactive on their Facebook page, but I mean, that seems to be where they're, used to communicate with people. But it seems like they've been fixing bugs every day, so that's cool. But anyway, this is it's called, Harvest Town. So it's exactly what you think it is.
Farmville.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. This ain't your mom's Farmville. In fact, it's pretty much just Stardew Valley.
Nice.
No, it's so yeah, this is the first time I think I've seen a full-on farming simulation game with the complexity of something like Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley in mobile
Well,
game
then
form.
there's Stardew Valley mobile,
There
right?
is. You're
I
right.
can't imagine playing that, but I bet it exists. It does, yeah.
If it plays anything like this, I don't want it. But
How does that interface
I'll go
seems
into
bad for like what you want to do? Like,
yeah, I'll go into it. But yeah, so this is the first time I've seen it. Like besides the Stardew Valley port, because usually if you've tried to look up any other farming games like in an app form, it's usually something like Farmville, or it's super simple. It's usually like, oh yeah, you have like this plot of land. It's kind of like those Fortress games. You have this plot of land and you just manage it, and like it's like time incentive. Yeah, there isn't a lot usually going on with them. If you ever played Farmville, and again, nothing wrong with it, but they're very simple. This one has like, oh yeah, okay. So it starts off. You're an old person. And I say this because you can,
oh yeah?
You choose your gender, yeah. Okay. You're an old person starting off. You're like sad and depressed, and you're like in this really regal looking building or mansion. You might be, and you're looking upon the city skyline. It's night. It looks like one of those sort of dystopian esque aesthetic skylines. And on your desk is like this collage of photos, and it has this very dense, like, awkwardly English translated, like, prologue thing where it's like, oh, I'm like, like you're reminiscing about, like, a time that you regret. Where, like, oh, if, I'm like here now. I don't know if I'm dying. I don't know what the deal was with the character to be. I'm losing my mind because I tried so hard to describe this, but it's hard to describe. But, yeah, you're like looking upon like these photos, like which appear to be like, references to your own life as a younger person. And yeah, so the prologue goes into how like you kind of regret the things you did as a young kid or like as a young adult, and you're like, like, oh, what if things could be different? Then it like transitions into this like time traveling thing.
What?
Where you like get thrown into, I don't know what they were trying to convey with the visuals. The visuals are really nice though, I must say, but it was kind of confusing with the awkward translation. But you're anyway thrown into this like time portal thing, and you're like, wake up, and now you're like in the countryside. All of a sudden you're like, wake up underneath a tree, and this old man, one of the townspeople that used to, one of your, your old childhood town, like wakes you up. It's like, well, get off of, to wake you up. And then you basically woke up back in your like youthful days when you still lived in this countryside town and you owned this property you bought off, but you basically woke up in a time before you ended up selling that plot of land, or before you decide to move out. And then basically the character is thinking this is like, oh, now I have a second chance. So so basically at first I was like, oh my god, did I get isekai'd?
Oh man, why haven't they done that yet?
Right, but anyway, so this is where already this game is kind of different from like a lot other most known farming games, where Harvest Moon, Stardew, you're always like this young like adult or who just happens to pass by, or is like, I'm interested in buying this land, or like some random old guy is giving it to me. This one you like time traveled back to your childhood to have a farm, which is odd and wild.
I like it.
But yeah, I guess this whole game is either a flashback or you literally did time travel, so I don't know. It starts out fucked up. It's already fucked up. I don't understand why is this the premise they have settled on. It raises a lot of questions.
It's just they gotta break the mold.
Right. They could have did.
See, I thought you were gonna say, since it's a Stardew Valley ripoff, like that it was the old man sent a letter to their kid or something, right?
Well, Stardew Valley is you are an urbanite who is right. I remember the sequence where you're, unless it changed in recent update, like you have this sequence where you're like in a cubicle and you're bored your mind, like it passes by the skeleton just to exaggerate how bad things are at your workplace.
Yeah.
And then I think you answer a posting.
No.
To own a farm.
You get a dang letter from your grandpa or something like that, who is sleeping in a fold-out bed in his farm or something, and he's like dying.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. He was like on some cot.
Yeah.
Like, why is he not in the hospital?
And people draw him like with the Smash Brothers envelope because he's holding up the envelope he sent you or whatever.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, so they all have the same story where, like, you have some connection to some old person who has to give it up for some reason. This one is, like, you literally get zapped back in time for this opportunity to fix up this property. So anyway, when you go in, God, yeah, it starts off the same as every other farming game. The piece of land you're on is like a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. Like it's just a mess everywhere. You're gonna spend most of your first days just trying to clean up shit and get to know people. Yeah, the way it controls is very odd. So what I appreciate most about this is that like a lot of mobile games do the thing where for some reason they feel the need to put an in-game like D-pad. And I'm like, why? You have to like kind of simulate the dragging or pressing motion on the screen itself. It's very obnoxious and lags. This one, again, it feels close to how like Stardew plays on the PC, where you basically can just like point your character, point your character to a specific square, and they walk over. You know, if you need to like linger in action, you just hold onto the screen. You like linger your thumb on the screen or whatever finger you use. And yeah, it's really gorgeous, actually. I'm shocked. Like, I was going in expecting, like, okay, I don't know. Because, like, the art is pretty inconsistent. Like, I can tell, like, there's a lot of things going on, but this is where I will go into Stardew, because it seems like some of the assets are just ripped off from Stardew, unfortunately. Like, they look exactly the same. The seeds look...
Yeah, I'm looking this up.
Right, work for the seeds... The sprite work looks exactly the same. Like, something about the characters, too, look very exact to I'm not sure if it's Stardew
like
or Harvest Moon.
A combination.
They look like they were ripped from something.
Of Stardew Valley and Gaia Online.
You're right. Yeah, Gaia. Yes. Something about the character's sprite work looks like it was referencing Stardew, or it looks like it's ripping off of something somehow. But something about it does not seem individualized. Something about it feels like, oh, this is a pre-existing asset, like from something like RPG Maker, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like, I don't know.
I would not be surprised if they just grabbed these sprites and then like altered them a little bit, enough so that I could be reselling it. Even though like most games don't even bother with that anymore.
Even stylistically, I would say, like, if you want to go off, like, the aesthetics of what they're going for, and if not necessarily the exact sprites, like, the ideas of a Stardew Valley are absolutely here. Like, this is the old man from Stardew Valley. This is the fucking Abigail character from Stardew Valley. Right here, she's wearing a blue shirt and has purple hair. Like, that's just...
Yeah, the archetypes in this game from the characters I met so far feels more Stardew than Harvest Moon. Like, Harvest Moon kind of... Or aka Story of Seasons, which has been its official localized name thus far. Harvest Moon is now kind of like a different, distinct game series.
It's real to me.
But like...
It's worse than Story of Seasons.
Yeah. And, the new distinct Harvest Moon's more like... It's more closer to Farmville than like actually Harvest Moon now. It's kind of like a more simplistic thing. But yeah, anyway, it does have this energy about it that feels very inspired by it. And again, nothing wrong about it, but it's just one of those things like, this is a full game, and like I hope, if they make changes to it, like it's just like, do something a little more different to it. Other than that, like, again, I'm not that far into it, but it looks like there's things like being able to ride a boat and like other interesting things that I have not experienced like in other farming games of this nature.
Well, let me tell you about Animal Parade Harvest Moon for the Wii. You can ride a giraffe for fast travel.
Oh yeah, you're right. You can have like a zoo and
nothing beats that. That's what I'm going to tell you.
I think there are alpacas in that one too, right?
There's everything. There's an elephant, there's a moose, there's penguin.
I think I missed that generation, yeah.
There's one where it's a pig and the pig comes over and you have to give the pig a piggyback ride as the fast travel animation.
Good. Very good. What I like about this game is that, so to make it clear, I believe it's a Chinese developed game, and like I like actually how you see that vocal like visibility of like, oh yeah, here's actually like we're not just like doing our own spin, like our own weird like spin of something that is Eurocentric. Like I actually appreciate that there is like actually like Chinese elements that I personally recognize and am familiar with in it. Like the architecture, for instance, is clearly like traditional Chinese, like buildings you would see in like the eastern region of the world. Like they're not like not all the buildings are just like plain typical like Roman styled houses, etc. Like that's nice. And even in the game at some point you kind of see the flag, so there is like some sort of strange acknowledgement that this is in reality of some sort. They're not in some sort of like well, it is a fake town, but the real world is out there. And even in just the manner of like how things are laid out, it's something. It's very distinctly like makes you aware of like who made this. But that's where it's troubling because this is English. So again, the English translation is kind of awkward because I unfortunately feel like this is a result of them using a translator that English is not their fluency, yet they probably went with them because it was probably cheaper. It's one of those things like that. So it's awkward in a lot of parts.
That's usually how a lot of games like that go. Like.
Yeah. And then, until someone complains, they're like, "Whoop, we'll get better, do a better pass."
If that even happens.
So, right. Yeah, God. And then the second thing that unfortunately creates that that draws from that problem is that for some reason they felt the need, and I get it, they still feel the need to really heavily anglicize the names, but compared to something like I previously mentioned Color Peace Out, so characters have names like Lily, Carlos, Matt, and there's nothing wrong with that. I have no idea what the Japanese names originally are. There's nothing wrong with that. They're not egregious sounding, and it's like, oh, okay. Especially since it's contextualized in New York, and I feel like maybe those are those names anyway, right?
Yeah,
I actually
it's
don't
true.
know.
It's possible.
Those might be actually just those names.
Yeah, it's not like Matt
they're very
or
simple.
Tim or like.
Yeah, they're all like very simple. So. But this game, it's very egregious, especially when you see like obvious like Chinese elements, and like this is clearly not like an American town that they're trying to. So then you have characters who are named like I don't remember, but names like Bob and it's weird. Like this character clearly looks like like Asian, and it's just odd. And then there's this one rich family, and I would buckle your seatbelt for this one. I don't know. They probably thought it was funny. Like their last name is Trump, and I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like, why? So you have like so Harvest Moon kind of has the rich character stereotype too. Like all of them do. They all have like the rich character archetype. There's this family where like, oh yeah, there's this one boy, you can probably marry him, etc. Like there's marrying elements in this and stuff. But then, like, their last name is Trump. Yeah, some characters have last names. Like, I think all the characters do, actually, if I remember. But it's weird. It's like a weird reference. Like, why? Why is this appropriate today? This has never been appropriate. It just feels, it's very jarring, and that stuff takes me out, even though it's like a tiny thing.
No, totally.
But it's blatantly this character's, it's blatantly this character's name, and I have to see that name pop up every time I talk to this character. It's just like, doesn't make sense. In terms of gameplay, it does feel good. Like, I feel like it's also very generous with how it handles you in the start, and I don't know if it's just because of the current stage the game is where it's not technically done. Like Stardew and Harvest Moon, I always felt it's always super hard in the beginning where your stamina is super limited, and this one I felt like it's pretty generous with it, or it's like very generous in terms of how much stamina you do use when you do minor actions in the beginning, such as like, tilling plots of land before you can like throw in seeds, and like you can actually break down and take down structures easily in the beginning, even with like rudimentary tools. Like Harvest Moon, my biggest issue was like the progression of equipment and how I thought that was too unnecessarily challenging. And then my experience with Stardew was like, I think that was a major improvement because it was a little more transparent and clear how to upgrade your equipment in order to like take down bigger things, like like bigger trees and bigger stumps, where you can't do that necessarily with your default first axe, right? This one you can kind of just do that up front, but it will take more time to do stuff like that. But yeah, overall, it's just like, oh, okay, this feels, I like where this is going. At first it's like, this is a little weird. It's kind of ripping off things, but at the same time, there's like a lot of potential in this, and it's like nice that for something that really inspired them, that they made a whole, they're making a whole game and trying to up the ante by like making it on mobile, and I feel like they would reach more people that way. So it's kind of cool. So it's like one of those things where I'm saying a lot about it, but I can't really say a lot into it because it's like one of those things where like this is a big game. I need to spend more time on it before I can say anything conclusive on it, right? Sure. Because that's what it is. It's like an open world farming game, and like it's like you need to like really invest a lot of hours for something like this before you can really say like, oh yeah, this is like a good
right.
I would compare it to Star. I can't really say that though. But yeah, it's mostly the English translation and some of the writing choices that were especially egregious. It's like,
Well, that's very. I've had my own thing with like localization stuff recently. Like when I was playing the Witch Weapon game, like that has the very same like machine translated feeling of like this is very brute forced English and just like. They just say so much weird shit. Like when I summoned that pirate lady and she says, "You look like some sort of figure," and it's like, what does that mean? What does that mean?
It's like half the sentence starts off correct, and then when it goes into things like probably like what was supposed to be a very specific adjective
or like
some
an
sort
idiom
of
or
phrase,
something.
They didn't know what to do. They're like, I don't know.
You
what
look
that
like
means.
some kind of figure. Like what's. This is a lot of weird stuff. But you know what else is weird in mobile games? The Bandori thing that happened. So yeah.
Preach it, Rose.
We didn't talk about this, I don't think, on the podcast before.
Why not?
Because I don't want to say what the man said, but let's just say, basically, this thing happened with Bandori where the writers introduced all of a sudden that this character who has been in the game for years at this point had a younger brother this whole time, and she never referenced him.
Cool.
And people got pretty mad because this character's like whole personality is that she's like the older sister type, and like that her band is like the family she never had and stuff like that. So kind of throwing that in there makes it feel like a little weird, to just be like, yeah, she had a brother this whole time. So people got mad about that. And absolutely insane Bushiroad, which is the company that publishes Bandori, just came out and said this absolutely insane thing on a completely unrelated stream where he was like, just went on some rant about dicks or something like that. And I'm not going to say the exact quote, but it was really fucking something. That's for sure. And he like implied that like the only reason that anyone cared about what was going on was because, they want their perfect world where there's no boys or whatever, because he thinks that boys play Bandori, which is always really funny to me conceptually that they would think that. But yeah, so anyways, this yesterday they released an update that just removed any mention of the brother from the game.
Cool.
Because it was really stupid, and I'm still baffled that man said that thing, but I'm glad that they fixed it, because the thing is, like, Bandori has pretty good writing for the most part, so, like, something like this is very, like, it feels like, I don't know, that writer ran out of things to come up with for the story, and they're like, fuck it, brother story, let's go. Like, what's a trope we haven't done yet? Like, the weirdest thing to me is, like, if they really wanted to tell that story, you can always just come up with, like, some, like, oh, her mom got remarried or something, and now she has a new brother, like, that's drama. Work that in.
Yeah.
You can do something. You don't just be like, she had a brother, though. After 2 years, here's her brother. Yeah, so that happened. And, I'm going to do the gotcha minute real quick. So,
cool.
Scott, you got anything to say about gotcha before I say my two pieces?
There's a Dragalia Halloween event. It's the same one as last year. You can get...
it's the same?
Yeah, except you can summon a much hornier version of Mim. That's it.
Even hornier, you say?
Even hornier.
No, I remember I was in a Discord call with someone and they said it was Wheels from the website that you could, and Wheels said, Halloween Mim? And I went, what? And I was like, oh, and I was like, huh? And we just kind of like, huh? For like 3 minutes while we found the trailer.
Yeah,
that's not an exaggeration. Yes. They both were just going for like 3 minutes.
Mim's out there and she's having fun.
That's great.
Having a great time. I got her. I
Speaking
got
of-
I got all the new Halloween characters because I'm good at
good.
summoning in that game.
You can't be good at summoning,
yeah.
but I'm happy for you.
You can
Okay.
use 10 single tickets in order to bring up your pity rate, and then you can start cashing in your
That's
your
just
10
gaming the
draws.
system. I
It's
wouldn't
not
say
gaming the
that's
system.
skillful.
You're
Okay,
supposed to
whatever.
save up all of your stuff for limited events only and gala. That's how you draw in that game.
That's how you draw in every game.
I know.
So I did a poll on Twitter for which
What'd you
gacha
poll?
game I should focus on first, and it was between Pokemon Masters, Fate Grand Order, Azure Lane, and Dragalia Lost. The last of
Yeah?
which is the only game that wasn't installed on my phone prior to having to factory reset it.
Uh-huh.
Dragalia Lost got 54% of the vote.
Fuck yeah.
So
Are you joining
I'm
Cleo's
gonna
club?
do that one. So I'm gonna need some beginner's tips. And
I got tips.
I'm gonna pocket that don't roll on anything tip.
Actually, when you're just starting the game, you should do as
Yeah,
many
you should
rolls
just
as
roll
possible.
forever.
Okay.
Yeah,
You need
until
characters.
once you get to the point where it's like you have a good amount of 4-star dragons and you have like pretty much all the 4-star characters because it's not hard to get all of them. Then like you're good, like you can just start saving up.
Okay.
I'll add you to Cleo's club. Don't worry.
Cleo's club.
Video game Choo Choo community member Angie is a new player to the game, and she has joined our little community of Dragalia players, and it's fun because our DM is just specifically like a bunch of people talking about all the ways they're doing high dragon quests, and she'll just chime in and be like, "Look, I beat this story mission.
Hell yeah.
Are you ready to join the ranks?"
I guess I am. I'm gonna download that tonight, and then
I can't
I'll be-
wait for you
I'll
to
be
tell
a
me who
new
your
fledgling
favorite
member.
girl is.
Cleo's club.
Yeah. Mine is the Alex character, probably.
She's good. I like her.
Oh, or the samurai one, the Yachio.
Yachio is good. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Yachio is that they like her I don't
Her
exactly.
dub voice is
Yeah. I forget exactly what the like sort of what's it called? The Japanese dialect is, but
it's like old samurai style is the way she talks, kind of like
yeah.
yeah.
But commonly in localization, it gets translated into
It just
like
always gets turned into southern.
yeah, she just talks like a southern person, and it's like, all right, whatever. You know what? You're the best light samurai user in the game, so now you're 75 and 45 mana circles unlocked. So,
All right. So here's my bit. Fako, the Halloween event is happening every year. It's about Elizabeth Bathory, if you might know from history, also known as Carmilla, famous vampire,
cool.
famous lesbian.
That's neat.
And this year it's about Mecha Elizabeth Bathory, who is a giant mech who stole her castle from her, and you have to help her and her new friend, who is a NEET, who just lives inside of her room, Osaka
Cool.
Behime, the ghost of the castle in Japan. Climb up to the top of this European castle, which has a pyramid on top of it from the last year's Halloween event, which now has a Japanese castle on top of it from the other Halloween event.
Are they just stacking? Is that
Yeah, they're just stacking, and everyone's
Wow,
really mad
okay.
about it.
I
continuity?
kind of
though?
like that, honestly.
Yeah, and now there's a
Just
giant mech
conceptually.
behind it too. Yeah, so you have to climb up it and, figure it out. And I am honestly blown away that this is the event, the one with all that bullshit that I just described to you, that is the first time Fate Go is earnestly going into Elizabeth Bathory's historical backstory and analyzing it from a literary standpoint.
Oh wow.
So you're saying it's a perfect game?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Oh, cool.
It really
I'm
is.
downloading it now.
Yeah, no, there's something about Fate Go story events that no other gacha game has been able to compare for me. The events just go off the rails in a very So Osaka Vihime.
Yeah, for just real quick, for as bad as like the gotcha elements of Fate sound, and like for as little as I can care about the world itself, the fact that they just go into straight like literary history really is the kind of shit that like.
Let me tell you, in Camelot,
like, ooh, yeah, that's my shit. I gotta get in on that.
Listen, in Camelot,
yeah,
they do this thing where they basically write an entire story arc for the dude that occupies like 3 pages of Arthurian legend overall.
Oh my god,
Bedivere,
yes! Fuck, that's great.
Like his whole thing was that he can't throw away. King Arthur, when King Arthur was dying, wanted him to throw away his sword back into the lake, right where he got it.
Yeah,
but he couldn't do it because he loved King Arthur too much, and he couldn't bring himself to do it. And they wrote like fucking like a 30-hour story about that. Like,
hell yeah, yeah,
it rules.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's when they're at their best.
And then that became Saber,
and then
right?
this, and then what?
That became Saber, right?
Yeah. Well, no, Saber. Yeah, Saber is just that. Yeah, Saber is just King Arthur. Yeah.
Neat.
There's a bunch of different ones though. There's and then you see that resulted in, you might be familiar with the Wild Hunt. That's the basis of that myth, is that it's King Arthur's ghost.
That's neat.
Yeah. But yeah, this event, Osaka Vihime, that character who just lives in her room, which is covered in merch of other characters in the game.
Okay.
She just talks. So she's like, there's multiple characters in this game who talk like they're like a chanter, kind of, intentionally.
Oh, yeah,
well, they're bad. They're bad characters, usually. The way that they got around making her at least unique, whereas they have her say stuff like "Gomena sorry" and
oh my god,
Shoto wait a minute, and stuff like that, and it's really fucking funny. I think that the localizers for this game are good. I think that after the last Halloween event, when they made a joke about Shootin' Doji having an ASMR voice, which he does, I was like, wow, these guys know what they're doing. And I've just been glad. Yeah, I'm glad that Fate is just bullshit all the time. Just all the time. Just forever. But
it sounds interesting.
So passionately in on the bullshit is the thing that gets me. There's so much effort put into their bullshit. Like this fucking Mecha Elizabeth Battery. Mecha. Like she's a mech. All the missions are called like Elizabeth Rim and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Like, when you start the event, it does a fucking old style Godzilla, like, opening that, like, and it says, like, now in color and stuff like that, of, like, introducing every character that's in the event in, like, a credit sequence. And it's just, like, they put so much effort into it, and I'm blown away by, like, I guess they have the money, right? Because people take out mortgages to get Jalter. Anyways, yeah, that's the gotcha minute. For now, I'll let Elvie talk about something else a little later. But Scott, actually, you know what? Skull. No, Skull. Skull first.
What's up?
Okay.
So Conan O'Brien's in Death Stranding, huh?
Okay.
Sure fucking is.
Well, here's the thing. It's like we kind of knew that was actually already happening, right?
Yeah.
At this point, I'm not surprised. Can I just say what the real news is?
Sure.
Kojima posted a picture of his desk room, like his office at work, and in the corner next to his desk is a framed photo of the launch poster for Little Big Planet for the Vita.
Yes.
And I cannot for the life of me figure out why.
I'm probably a big fan.
Why though? Because people were saying
inspired.
like, oh, so there was a Little Big Planet crossover for Little Big Planet 2 where they put Peace Walker stuff in it, right?
There was a crossover with 1 too, because they had MGS4 stuff in it.
Yeah. Well, the Vita one doesn't have that. So
I can't buy this as a reality.
I want to know why.
No, that's not it. He did not hang up he did not hang up a poster of Little Big Planet for the Vita because it didn't have Metal Gear content in it. That's not. Come on. Come
Why
on.
else would he have done it?
He probably
He's a very
likes
vain
Little
person.
Big Planet for the Vita.
Why would he like Little Big Planet for the Vita?
I don't know. Maybe he thinks it's fun.
Is it fun?
I don't know. I've never played it. You know who probably
neither.
has? Hideo Kojima.
I don't think he has. I'm gonna be
Maybe it
honest with you
wasn't
because I
given
don't
to
think
him.
he plays games.
We can't do this.
Yeah, I only
can't-
I only wanted to talk about Death Stranding not for the Conan O'Brien thing, but because Conan O'Brien gives you like a little sea otter hat that
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
funny.
I do like the. I do
that's
like
that's
that.
the real
cute.
news.
You do the
about
Robin
Death
thing
Stranding.
too. It's great.
They
Yeah.
showed him wearing a full sea otter outfit, and then he just like takes it off and gives it to Norman Reedus.
Well, they
That's
said
great.
they wanted it to like just be like a sea otter like full like bodysuit outfit like a kigurumi sort of thing, but the idea was like they wanted to hide like because like it's a delivery game where like you put stuff on your
Right.
back,
Yeah.
and they wanted the otter outfit to like disguise that in some way, but they couldn't account for all of the different situations where like you have
Gotcha.
different loading stuff, so they just decided to make it a hood. So
Probably smart.
yeah, it reminds me of like the chicken hat from Metal Gear Solid V.
Yeah.
So
V, come on.
V. This
It's
isn't
bad
Devil May
en-
Cry.
It's bad enough that everyone spells it with a V.
Well,
but
you know what?
can't
When you start
say
up that
V.
game, it says V has come to. So
yeah, that's
I
the only.
know
I only call it V because like it's in
That's
the game.
okay. It's
He
Metal
is
Gear
Venom
Solid
Snake.
5.
Yeah.
That's the
Venom.
name.
Well, then use the number 5.
And why does it take place before Metal Gear Solid 4,
It takes place after 3.
but it takes place before 1?
And it takes... I don't care.
All right, you want to talk about something
It's
else
after
now?
Peace Walker, for God's sake.
I
What
know.
are they doing with these
You know
numbers?
it's non-linear. This is not an argument we're having. You know the non-linearity of Metal Gear.
Where does Little Big Planet Vita take place in the timeline?
It's still not as bad as like the order they decide to just go in with like the Battlefield series, or for some reason
That's
like,
true.
that's fucked up because
Oh,
this is
but-
also based
well,
off
how
of like
about
real
COD?
wars
Right
that are
now?
numbered. Real wars that
Oh,
are
that
numbered.
one's that's true. That is the bad
Why
part.
are they
Yeah.
doing this? You can literally just put a subtitle. You
So-
don't need to number games.
The thing that gets me is that like so now we've looped around and it's modern warfare again because they have to redefine what modern
Yeah.
warfare means again, and that sucks, man. Ugh.
I wonder if a single person has done the Burger King thing. I don't think so because it's literally not. It's just the time window for that.
Okay, Scott.
I want to talk about the Outer Worlds.
Yes,
Hey.
talk about the Outer Worlds.
Hey, have you heard of this little game? It's pretty cool. It's called Fallout New Vegas. Guess what? They made Fallout New Vegas 2. It's called The Outer Worlds. And it's pretty good. In my humble opinion, I'm still pretty early on in the game. I'm like in the middle of the first real quest where you have to go to a like little camp out of these former workers of this town that is completely company run, and you have to sort of negotiate with them and the people of the town to like figure out a compromise to bring them back. Because that's what they want, because the company, oh boy, have you heard of this shit called capitalism? Because boy, this game wants you to know it sucks. Oh,
I've never heard of that in a video game before.
oh boy. A game owned by Microsoft.
That's pretty funny. That's the part that got me thinking about that recently because I forgot about that until people were saying it was on Game Pass, and I was like, "Oh right, they got bought."
Yeah. So this game fucking like I just saw in the chat Aeon, one of our Chooch regulars posted, "I'm trying out Outer Worlds and this game is just cute. And this game is just kind of too damn real." It's like, yeah, it do be. Like you start the game out, you go through the tutorial quest or whatever, and then you get to the first town, and like the first real conversation that you can have with an NPC, aside from like, you know, some normal quest givers, is this like bartender. I forget her name right now. I think her first name's Amelia, but you just walk up, you talk to her. She's just like, "Hey, do you want to buy a drink?" And then, you know, there are just a couple conversation paths to go down. And if you follow that down long enough, you start talking to her. You start talking to her about like her hopes and dreams when she was younger, and then about how like, you know, those things kind of don't really exist like she can't become a scientist anymore because her life is kind of sold away to this company, and she works as a bartender now, and it's fine. Like she lives with that. She's content with that. And you just hear in her voice this like longing, but also a really deep sadness and resignation of wanting to be something more, but just kind of accepting that you won't be, because this world is just utterly broken you. And it's like, I'm like punch dancing right now. I'm like, fuck yeah, these games are back, baby. I love it. It bums me the fuck out. It's great. It's like, I've played so many hours of Fallout 4. And
I don't know how you did that, but I admire your perseverance at the very least.
There are some good characters that are well written in that game. Nowhere once did I just walk up to and start talking to a random NPC that really does not have much effect outside the like an incredibly shallow and an admittedly shallow and deep character, which is why she's so heartbreaking. A character that has no effect on the world beyond like the four walls of her bar. You just go in and talk to her and have like this really deep, heartfelt conversation about like the world and like the way capitalism has just fucking ruined this isn't just like normal run-of-the-mill capitalism. This is like quiet part loud ass hyper capitalism where shit is just so backwards and wrong that like every single person who does something bad or is kind of shitty to you, you can look to the ways in which society around them has influenced their decisions and their way of life and understand how they became that way. And it's like, fuck, yes! Like, this isn't just some mindless bullshit. It's like, it fucking gets it, and it gets it real. And it's like, oh, thank God! Why? I've missed playing a game that just fucking gets it as well as this does. I know Disco Elysium just came out, and I'm very interested in playing that, but I'm probably not going to get to it for a really long time. But like, fuck me, it's every single time I just find a new piece of writing, it's like so deeply bleak while at the same time like so interesting. And I'm just so glad something like this exists. Like, I have my problems with the game right out the gate. I think performance-wise, it's I have a very good PC. I have a 1080 graphics card. Everything is set to like the highest setting, and I'm running into like hitching problems and some like weird frame rate stuff. But like, you know, other than that, it's really beautiful. Like, there's a No Man's Sky quality to the landscapes that is really just striking. Like, my biggest problem is that the difficulty stuff in it is not particularly well constructed. There are survival mechanics, like, you know, the Fallout New Vegas hardcore mode, like eating, drinking, sleeping, and those only get activated if you're playing on the hardest possible difficulty. Like, if you try... this is so annoying, because I am the kind of dipshit who loves survival mechanics in these kinds of games, because I feel like it helps you better occupy it helps you like better occupy that headspace and better occupy like the body of the character that you're playing, and helps make you feel more human. If you have to like take care of stuff, like you have to take care of these like normal bodily needs, and the idea of, well, I need to get something to drink. There's not like an easily accessible food source around here, except like, you know, the food in this hyper-capitalist town where everyone just eats tuna because there's nothing else. And like, I can buy water for $39. And it's like that kind of role playing is super, super interesting to me. And it fucking sucks that, like, if I want to play that kind of game, I need to also put up with the fact that, like, the tiny starter lizard enemies that you're supposed to be able to kill, like, in 2 hits, take, like, 18 shotgun shells and can kill you in 2 hits. And it's like, fuck. I wish this like hardcore mode survival mechanic stuff was not specifically on this hardest difficulty. I wish that, like, they did what New Vegas did. They made hardcore mode like a qualifier, and then you could set the difficulty like however you felt comfortable.
Yeah,
but
it was separated.
Yeah, but just having it be like a hardest difficulty thing is super, super annoying to me as someone who's a new player and wanting to experience the game this way, but probably not going to be able to on my first playthrough. Like, it's a bummer, but otherwise the game is good. I'm really, really enjoying it. Like, some of the shooting stuff maybe feels a little bit too much like New Vegas, which, like, you know, that's probably not the thing you want to feel like New Vegas. It feels, the controls feel outdated in a way that is kind of a bummer, but that's not really what you're going to the game for anyways. It's more about the role-playing experience, and I think it does that just exceptionally well. I'm really enjoying it. I really can't wait to see more. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear you say more about it as you play.
I've got some companions now. They're pretty neat.
I'm glad there's companions.
From what I understand, there are more companions than you can have on your ship at one time.
Oh.
Which is like, whoa, that is, whew. I mean, yeah, I get it, but also, man, that sucks having to make that decision. I've got Parvati, who's like the starter companion that pretty much everyone's supposed to get, and I've got this preacher dude who's clearly been through some shit, and he worships he worships a corporate religion, which is the religion that people in this company controlled town all follow, which is what is the word for it? It's like scientialism or something. Scientologism. It's not Scientology, but it's like
a little too close sounding.
Yeah, it's like super on the nose. It's not like Scientology. Like, it doesn't. It's not like this weird set of backwards lore. It has that, but it's more like, here is a fundamental belief system of how the world is formed. If, you know, playing as someone from 2019, you can see the holes in it, obviously, but it's clear that there is a philosophy to it that makes sense. And then they also they also mention this, like, this other offshoot religion called, like, philosophism, which is the opposite of scientialism or something.
Oh my god.
Also, the way they're just called that, I just like how they're kind of dumb sounding, but I feel like that makes it funnier in a genuine way.
The writing is like equal parts depressing and, like, also hilarious. Mm-hmm. It's so like, well
really
done.
Cartoony in a weird way, but it still works out.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got this guy on my side. He seems pretty cool because it's clear there's some, like, roguish aspect to him that he's being pretty coy about, but I'm very excited to see where that goes.
I think it's really funny that this comes out and Bethesda decided that when this was coming out that they were going to implement a subscription service that's $100 for a year, if I'm correct. Yes,
it's almost like they timed it when this game came out so they could probably get some more attention. Fuck.
But the bad kind, I would think. Like, go tell us about Fallout first, Scott.
So when Bethesda announced this, they announced it as, hey, check it out. We're finally implementing this new feature that everyone wants, private servers. You can come check out the new stuff in Fallout 76. Come check out this blog post about it. And then, deep in the blog post, not deep. It's like pretty. It's pretty up there. It's just like they decided not to surface this on any social media channels immediately. But their tagline was all private worlds. Of course, the thing you want. But they, in this blog post where they mention that private worlds are now a thing that people can use, they mention that you do need to pay a subscription for it. A $12.99 a month subscription or a $99.99 a year subscription.
Hey, you know how much Final Fantasy XIV costs?
How much?
That much.
Oh, God. I'm gonna real quick pull up the blog post for this. Oh, but fuck, it's, I'm stalling for time.
Did you see that the Fallout First website was taken away from them?
Really?
Yeah, some Channer bought it or whatever and just made this very like satirical post for the page that makes it look like it's a real page for the thing, but it's just saying Bethesda sucks.
That's pretty good. But yeah, their subscription service is called Fallout First. If you do sign up for it, you get access to a private world, unlimited crafting component storage with the scrap box, which is an artificial problem that they have created a solution to and selling it to you. You get a second fast travel point with the survival nest and monthly best value atoms, which is their premium currency. I am fucking aghast at the audacity of this.
I mean, this is like honestly even beyond what I would have expected after E3. They spent their press conference bit literally acting as if Fallout 76 was not what it was and was this huge success, and had a man come out and be like, "Get hype for nukes, woohoo!"
It's like, it is just straight up beyond parody at this point.
It's grim. It's
like, I feel so bad for this game because in my heart of hearts, I wanted it to do better. I wanted a game where me and my friends could just get together, build some stuff, and then just like log off, have a good night. Instead, what we had was a game with tons and tons of problems. A game that is so shallow and lifeless. A game where anything you build immediately just goes away the second you log off. It's so fucking perplexing how this game is still like so bad and has so many problems that people are still struggling with. And they can go ahead and They started to go downhill for me when they started selling shit like the scrap box in the like their Atom store. Shit where it's like, hey, craft it, like here's a thing that'll help you with crafting, or here's a thing that'll help you with storage, and it's like, you can just fix the game. You can fix the game and make it better and more people will want to play, but instead you're selling solutions. Like, that's only going to alienate players. That's only going to make it so, like, you're going to look bad. You're maybe going to make a few short-term bucks, but that's it. It's the game where the very few people who are still clinging on to this and think it's fun and still want to, like, hold out some hope are just being, like, fucking wrung. Like, so Bethesda's squeezing them between their hands and just like trying to bleed them for every fucking cent they have. And it's like, fuck. How is anyone still okay with this? There are people who paid for this service who tried to use the scrap box, deposited all of their stuff into the unlimited storage, and then it all disappeared. They lost literally everything they had.
And then the worst part is, and I'm going to be honest, I don't have sympathy for these people anymore. I'm sorry. I don't. Like, I want to. Believe me, I have sympathy in the sense that they should not be taken advantage of, but these people are the same type of people who will just restart over again and just keep going. And practice self-care. I'm begging you.
It is self-enabling, too, because it just says, people are still playing this and finding value in how bad this is, and that's not.
I don't want to like pin this on the people over the corporation.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong here.
Not. But I'm just saying they will, like, from that ivory tower perspective, they'll be like, well, here you go. See, people are still obviously loving this game, but I'm like, no. They're just trying to find the best of a shitty situation. That's it. It's a survival tactic.
Like, the thing that frustrates me is that there are so many options out there that aren't this, and these people are willfully choosing not to. Yeah, like they're just.
One of the other things is that the private worlds, which are supposed to be like new, fresh areas that you and your friends can just play in, apparently they're not private servers.
What? I didn't hear this. No,
So they are sort of, but they're not fresh worlds. They're areas that used to be public areas that they just kind of converted into private areas. They found like dead bodies of, like, new players would come in and find like dead bodies of enemies that were around, or like a bunch of shit that was already looted, or like some places where stuff was already like half built, and it's like, what? This people have clearly been here. This is not a fresh private server. And then on top of that, there's no filtering for it. If someone is just on your friends list, they can come join your instance. So it's not just like I have my private world where like me and 3 friends can log in and just like, build their stuff. It's just like, if you have this instance running, then anyone in your friends list can just hop in. It's so fucking unbelievable that they can't even get this right.
We talk a lot about saying like, oh, we want companies to like experiment and try new things, and you like branch out from their staples. Like, Nintendo's doing another Mario for the 7 billionth time. I wish they would do something new. And Bethesda was like, we're going to do an online service game. And it's like they never just stopped and said, maybe this experiment went south real fast. Maybe we should kind of like fix it or stop. They just keep making it worse.
It's the kind of thing where they clearly had an idea that in concept probably could have worked, and that they maybe like there are things that they could do to fix it, to improve it, but they did not do well enough to meet shareholder expectations. So they're stuck with needing to come up with all these different ways that they can monetize and get people to put more money into it so they can justify it as an expense. Yeah. And it's like, fucking like...
Mold in the mask. Yes, I would want to buy that.
It's just fucking atrocious. It's atrocious.
It's really laughable. Like, why does it keep getting worse? How does this, like... Who?
It's only going to get worse.
It's unspeakable. I can't even like profess how like absurd this is. Like this is like, it's a domino effect of like how cartoonishly bad this is. Like, how does a corporation like on this level like just keep like, this feels purposeful. There is no like, but yet
it is purposeful. Right. Like, they're not like at this point the idea that this was maybe going to be a good game someday is thrown out the window, because they have already shown their whole entire ass to the fact that all they want out of this game right now is to make it a pay us simulator, and that's it. And it's fucking unbelievable. One of the rewards that you get, this one blows my mind, is they'll give you some atoms month. They'll give you $16.50 worth of atoms every month, and also a best value deal.
Yeah, just get a coupon.
You get a coupon to buy.
You know what? Doesn't Warframe do that?
Atoms. No, because it's not a game you pay for
free.
Monthly. Right. It's free.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like
true.
It's like you pay our subscription service so you can pay us more. It's unbelievable how fucking bare-assed awful this is. I don't understand why people play it anymore. Like, there's like an itching part of me that's like, I would love to play some Fallout again. Maybe I'll go play the new one. And it's like, fuck, I can't. Like, I just remember, no, fuck this. I can't. And you want to know the worst thing? Well, this isn't the worst thing, obviously, but it's the thing that pisses me off the most is if you pay for this, you get an exclusive outfit, which is the Ranger armor outfit from Fallout New Vegas.
Oh my.
Oh.
Bethesda, like, clearly doesn't like New Vegas, but they love it anytime they can sell it. Like, they do it repeatedly. Fallout 4 had that, what's it called? The microtransaction service where people sold, like, creations that they made that were approved.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. But they had a bunch of New Vegas shit in there. And it's like, yeah, of course, cool. Like, why wouldn't people pay money for this thing?
The Creation Club, I think, is what it's
Yes,
called.
that's it.
Yes.
They have backpacks with NCR patches on them and shit. It's like, fuck. Whew.
Call it a club. It's fun.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm joining the Fallout 76 Regret Club.
They're probably trying to recuperate enough to make up for the losses, and then they might, pull the plug on it. But I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, yeah,
It's just a zombie day. I mean, that's essentially the best bet.
I mean,
right?
they're still developing, they're still putting out that, like, story content update where, guess what?
Like-
NPCs are back! NPCs! Wow! What a novel concept for a Fallout game! They're back! I have, like, zero hope that it's gonna be anything even, like, near, like, acceptably written. Or even that the NPCs are going to have any kind of story impact at all. Which they didn't! Ah! What? This game just never stood a chance. I'm done. It's unbelievable.
Yes. It really is unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. I am, like, shaken to my core that it has continued to persist.
Thank you so much.
And I am disgusted. Just constantly. But, like, I was just disgusted so much at E3 when that dude came out and was like, nukes, and, like, getting all pumped up. Like, it was absolutely repulsive.
Just remembering this is still this game is still alive.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
not
and
alive.
it's
trying to get
going
into
to keep
zombies.
being, too. Like,
Yeah.
fuck,
It's
man.
extremely, like, I said this before, like, very quiet part loud about, like, what the fuck they value in Fallout, which is they love the aesthetic of it, and they love that they can sell the aesthetic to people, and that's it. They don't care about anything else about Fallout. And I've had it. Outer Worlds is out. I'm just gonna play that.
Yeah.
It's a way better game.
All right. You know what's a way better game that you pay $12.99 a month for? Final Fantasy XIV. We're just going to go with this real quick.
Yeah, quick.
Because I want to let Elvie talk about the thing.
Oh, we've been
and
going
then
for
we got the
so
questions.
long.
Yeah. That's why I just want to go quick. We're going to do our podcast a little later because normally we were going to do it like a week after the patch, I think. But then we found out that a ton of stuff is like coming 2 weeks after the patch. So we're going to do the podcast like 3 weeks after the patch.
Yeah. Specifically like the Ishgard restoration stuff, which is like the new endgame crafter gatherer stuff. And then like the Blue Mage updates are also like later.
And the new PvP mode.
Oh yeah, the new PvP mode. Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to talk about that more. Patch notes were pretty long. I don't want to go too far into it, but they reworked a ninja, which is nice.
They have revamped so much. Like this, I think the reason these patch notes are so long is like the launcher's being updated, so it no longer looks like a game from the mid-aughts.
Yeah.
Crafting has been completely revamped. Ninja's got completely reworked. Blue Mage has gotten buffed. There's just a lot of really good quality of life changes too. It's very nice.
Yeah. The biggest thing for me is they changed the way. Hey, y'all know how like in games you can like, if you have crafted something, you can break it apart and get some of the materials back or something. You know how that happens in video games?
Mm-hmm.
They have that in FF14, and it's a goddamn nightmare, and you have to level that up as a separate skill that works completely differently from every other skill in the game, and it was just like, you had like a level cap for every single object, and you had to do it individually for every type of object, and it was the worst. So they just got rid of all of that and just made it so you can just do that for free.
That's nice. I might actually do desynthesis now.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, they're updating the duty finder so that you can section off like sections of content. So like normally like there's a list, like there's the dungeons for the current content, Shadowbringers, and then there's the dungeons for all of the previous content, and you'd have to scroll down this really long exhaustive list of every single dungeon that's ever been in the game. And now they're just making those little drop down menus that you can like, oh, I want to see the Heavensward dungeons only. It's really nice.
It is nice. Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk more about this on the podcast pretty much. Like, I don't know that there's anything like stand out and shot. They're putting a meerkat in the game.
They are. There's a meerkat and a goldfish,
meerkat.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Minion.
There's a big old what's it called? Paris like work jumpsuit, like that you would have as like a car engineer or something.
Yeah,
it's great.
People were concerned because the picture that has it has like a cat girl and just like a regular human man, and the human man has like the jumpsuit with it like the top part like off of his like body, so you just see like a tank top underneath. And people were concerned like, oh, these are just like male and female exclusive versions of these outfits, but they confirmed later that no, they're two separate outfits that are both like gender, they're not locked by gender. So, and speaking of that, on the Japanese forums last night, it was confirmed that like 2B's outfit from Nier, which is going to be in the Nier raid, is going to be an item you can get in the raid. I don't know if it's going to be a gear piece or if it's going to be like a quest reward that you get. But they confirmed that it's also gender neutral as well, so guys can wear the outfit too.
Nice.
Damn
nice.
right.
And
good. Nice.
They specified that like it's not going to be like a male version of 2B's outfit. No, it's just 2B's outfit.
Nice.
Good.
Still won't let me wear. They still won't let me wear the maid outfit though.
They still won't let me wear the butler outfit. We're here on the opposite ends of the spectrum, right here. Just.
I think that's pretty much all there is to say. Really, like we'll talk more on our podcast because
we can do that. We're not like held back by standards or anything like that when we're over there.
And we'll probably have better opinions when we actually play
That's
it.
true.
Instead of just like going through the patch notes and coming over them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right. So the LV.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with Mr. Love's Halloween event? Why is it weak? What's wrong with it? What's happening?
So I haven't talked about Mr. Love in a hot minute.
Yeah.
I haven't. No, I honestly have not played it in a hot minute, to be honest. I haven't, shockingly, I haven't played it for, the past couple of months, actually, and I only, hopped in.
But you got pulled back in?
I was like, oh, yeah, what's good? You see, okay, for anyone who plays, mobile games as much as me, or at least explores mobile games as much as me, I only stick with one or two, really, to be honest, but I like just exploring what I find, right? When the app icon changes, you know something is up.
Oh,
fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
So anyways, I see it. I was like, why is this man a vampire now? Why is he
shit.
Oh, fuck. But anyway, yeah. And again, they're another mobile game example where their company page is very proactive on Facebook, and I think it has a lot to do with how I think Facebook is still very used a lot. It's used a lot still in general. I use it, but I don't use it for the reasons Facebook is initially meant to be. I use it for organizing things in a weird way, or keeping track of stuff. But I think Facebook, in terms of it still being used as a social or very proactive in the eastern region of the world, it's still heavily depended upon for photo posting and things, whereas a lot of other places, like the US especially, people use mostly Twitter and Instagram now instead. And it has a lot to do with also with, Facebook owning WhatsApp. WhatsApp is heavily used in the Eastern regional world for like communication. And I think there's pretty much like integration with that. So like a lot of these mobile games whose developers are like either based in China or Southeast Asia, they like use Facebook a lot to like keep in touch with their fan base. So it's kind of cute. But anyway, yeah, I just scrolled through their Facebook feed. I'm like, oh shit, what did I miss? And it's like, as per usual, the developers have a clear bias for one guy.
Damn.
And it's like, And a couple people pointed that out. So I don't know. This person's birthday month was like a couple months ago. It's Gavin, aka Claude. His English voice actor is Claude. So hey, I guess that's why. I don't know. People of Claude.
Man, he is a good boy.
He is. And yeah. So anyway, like, yeah, as both of you mentioned, talking about your own respective gacha games, Halloween events. Mr. Love's Halloween event has nothing like going on in it. There isn't really anything interesting going on. Like they've been pretty good so far, being like interesting with like some of the things they're like signing up with their like. Yeah, again, like if there's a character's birthday or if there's some random pop-up event, like, and the summer stuff, like, yeah, there's like some interesting like plot line to have going on. The Halloween one so far, maybe I'm misunderstanding what's going on, or there's just like a lack of like the story going over my head, but there's kind of one or two things going on. So essentially, again, it's just like one of those things where you collect things through the different stages in the game in order to make your pulls and to like formulate and get the ingredients to like, get your cards of these guys you think are sexy or hot, and that's how it works. It's like, you build up recipes to like get rare ones or like to upgrade them essentially, right? And yeah, so like it's made by the same people who made Love Nikki. It's similar in regards to like, yeah, through these stages you get like these miscellaneous items. And I imagine Love Nikki's Halloween event is just going the same, but I haven't touched that in a hot while either. And yeah, you get like these pumpkins basically, in addition to the regular stuff you get from like when you complete stages, whether like XP points or like normal items or like pieces of cards, which you collect. You collect a certain amount, and then you can complete one card. So yeah, you get these pumpkins, and then if you get enough, you exchange it for something else, and then if you meet it's one of those things. It's one of those things again where like the incentive is like, yeah, you can easily do this. But you'd be able to do this much faster if you like actually pay.
Oh yeah. Because
it's in such a tight time window, and that's as per like yeah, because it's like like it's only in 2 weeks, and so you're not gonna get even a good item, or something like useful if you just follow a regular daily free limit thing, and again that's like. Yeah, fine. It's like expected, typical of this game. But like, my biggest gripe is that there really is nothing going on with it. There's like no plot. Like, I mean, okay. So one of the things is that your nameless main character, aka your avatar, aka she looks very specific, so it's kind of hard to deal with that. And she goes into the library.
Oh yeah.
She opens a book, and it's like very mysterious. It's like, oh, it has like spooky text in it, and like it glows light, and then she gets isekai into a vampire world.
Okay,
but
that's pretty good.
These boys look awfully familiar.
Right? And she's like, why? And that's it. It doesn't explain what happened. There's nothing in the stages. There's no special stage. Or
really?
Anything that they set aside. Yeah, so it's just you playing the game regularly, and then yeah, it's just a weird incentive thing. It's like it's the only justification as to like, oh, why are there special vampire outfits of the guy? There's really
it couldn't possibly be they dressed up for Halloween. Right. It has to be you were teleported into a book.
One of them, he's just in a coffin and he's bleeding. I'm like, what's going on? There's a story there. They're not going to.
They killed the boy.
They killed this boy. I don't know. Maybe because I'm not that far into it. Because again, I'm not trying to pay anything, and I'm just like,
yeah, fair.
Maybe I have to unlock something to find out more. But I don't know what's going on. And there's another like little side thing where you can get like cute little chibis of like the boys, but they're actually in different monster outfits. So someone's like in a Muppet outfit. They're not just in vampires. Like, those are cute. I much prefer getting those, and that's fine. That's purely like some collecting event. This other thing, though, I have no idea what happened. I don't know why. There is no story whatsoever. There's nothing going on. So again, to bring up, as a comparison, Love Nikki, again, developed by the same people, and it has a very similar structure in how you play the game, except you're doing with making outfits and collecting dress pieces, which is better. There's more going on. They actually do create and actually have separate stages for like events like this. This one, there's just nothing. She just gets isekai. I don't know what happens. She just opens the book,
If
and then like it
anyone would know,
glows,
it's
and then
probably
vampires. It's like
Yeah.
It's lame. They could do better. That's all
a
I have to say
damn
about it.
shame.
That is my most recent stint into Mr. Love. That is my update. The Atome corner.
Not unexpected, but still disappointing. That's
Right.
damn.
You got sexy vampires. You can do better. Like I don't know
like,
what's
come
going.
on.
Like, what? This is ripe. This is ripe for easy Twilight material. You have like there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I'm shaking my fucking head
That's
right now.
shameful. Honestly,
Horrible.
they're taking advantage of people.
I know. And they're all vampires. They could easily be different monsters. I much prefer
Yeah.
that. They're lazy.
And she picked up the book that specifically said "Vampire Boys." That was the name of the book, and
She chose wrong.
Yeah, she chose wrong. Maybe this is like a page master situation. It could have been like a bunch of different ones, but. All right. Well, I think that's enough. I think we should do questions probably, so that we don't go wild like last time. All right. If you want to send in questions, it goes to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask, and you can sound like these people. How many questions should I do? What do you think?
Probably a
Four?
couple.
4.
What are the wildest ones?
Four's
Like
a
what's
good
the
amount.
ones?
Four's a good amount.
Whichever ones
I
aren't
think we
bad.
usually do 4 to 5 anyway.
Okay,
right?
let's do whatever. We'll see. Okay.
We'll
First
just keep
off,
going.
Century Punk asks, do you like or hate how every game has leveling and progression mechanics nowadays? What do you think video games would look like if that trend never happened?
Oh, that's interesting. I feel like if leveling mechanics never got implemented, everything would just kind of seem like what's the best way of putting it? You know how like every PS2 action adventure game was kind of the same?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like it's all, hey, grabbing this upgrade and then doing that. I feel like games would just continue being that.
So everything would be Metroid Prime.
Well, no, everything would be God of War. Or Crash Bandicoot.
Or Devil May Cry.
That did keep happening.
Yeah.
I was about to say for better or
Dante's
worse, but
Inferno.
it seems like it's gotten better.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Most character action games are pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like I don't see a lot of games like that anymore, is the thing. Like, it's not just like, hey, here's a straight upgrade for a thing. Like, you don't get a Beyond Good and Evil anymore.
That's true.
I don't know.
The thing that gets me about like leveling and progression systems is I don't like how like those progression systems are usually colloquially called
Yes.
like RPG mechanics, which focuses on the numerical aspects of like tabletop role-playing games and not the role-playing aspect. So like I don't mind when games have like leveling and progression per se, but I also feel like it's one of those things where it's like doesn't need to be in every game, but if it fits the game, then sure.
My biggest beef with quantifying things like that in general, like the leveling system, is like the complaint I think the question's getting at is that it's in a lot of games where it doesn't need to be, or like there doesn't need to be a translation of it in that way. Like you can still have things like skill trees or upgrade, but like why is there like certain leveling systems or some sort of like meter for that, or like some sort of like thing where you have to get like in a way where like it's very arbitrary, and like you can get progression in the game by doing such a just to go back to Mr. Love briefly, sorry.
Oh no,
But
go
Mr.
for
Love
it.
has relationship, again, because it's basically a dating sim. I qualify as a dating sim even though you're not proactively like going after these guys.
Sure.
It's still, but it's otherwise like essentially a dating sim. But it has like a relationship meter tracker thing between all the guys, and like as per many dating sims, they all have that, but it's like hidden or it's something not apparent. And that's something you have to infer from like how well you're progressing. And Mr. Love, that relationship meter doesn't really do anything. Like when you go through the stages, the story is just going on. It's like a linear story. But there's nothing I've experienced so far playing that game where the relationship meters actually block me out from doing anything. Like if one guy is higher than another guy, like I have not experienced that so far. Besides the like ASMR thing I mentioned, where like again, it's a premium thing anyway, so I can't even access most of it.
Can't even get the nice breathing.
Where unless you have a certain height, reach a certain level with some guys, you can't get certain audio packages. But then it's also like you can just do it with you can eventually reach a certain point or certain level with all the guys anyway. But then the thing is about it, there's no competitive nature as to why I care about why guy is lesser than this guy. Like there's nothing in the game, and like there's nothing in the game about things like infidelity or like like you see multiple. There's nothing about that coming up at all. So I don't know why it's there.
It's good.
Yeah, I don't know why it's there. But yeah, it's strange.
You know what the worst game to me about this was? And this is a game that I'm going to go and brutalize every chance I get. Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay?
Yeah.
They just level up for no reason.
You do. Garbage. I love that game, but yeah, that's a better example, to be honest.
I'm sorry for brutalizing the game.
No, I agree. Like, yeah, I actually love that game. I really love that game. And, like, I agree. Actually, now you bring a much better example than Mr. Love.
It's just, here's what I think.
Yeah, you don't need it. Like, you just upgrade. Like, it doesn't make sense why it's there.
Well, I'll let Scott go.
Yeah, here's the thing to me is that a lot of games nowadays are trying to chase the open world game trend. And a lot of skill trees are essentially just upgrades, right? Mm-hmm. And before every game became like a homogenized open world game, one of the best ways to get upgrades is usually you find this upgrade in the world. But without any way of knowing for certain if someone is going to find a certain upgrade because they, didn't go down this path, they went down this path, it's like they have to come up with this way to open-end it.
But it's not even a good solution.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying is like, it doesn't, it is essentially outsourcing what could be good and interesting design into just like a menu, which is a bummer to think about. Like fucking Metro Exodus is an not open world, but it is like a game with big open areas, and it does that better. Like you get upgrades by finding them in the world. You get like cool new gun stuff because you went to a place, you found a cool gun, and you're like, wow, this gun's mine now. And that's like so much more interesting than like unlocking the gun perk, which gives me a better scope.
That's the thing that gets me specifically is it's like that reasoning could be the reason why we got down this path, but it's like not utilized in any effective. But like it's never stuff that you're leveling up for is meaningful.
Yes,
like
exactly.
Ever. Like I think a stupid thing was for example, like in Horizon Zero Dawn, another stupid aspect of it that's RPG is the gear that you get, and you just you have like rarity tiers and stuff.
I hate
and
that
it's just
stuff.
like that game could be so much better designed if they just had you got this specific weapon or whatever by doing X specific thing. You just found it at this point in the story or whatever, or something like that, or like with the level up stuff, like just make the quests more in depth and have the quests reward you with that, because you're going to be doing all those quests in the game anyway. Like, why have like this arbitrary leveling system when you can just you finish a quest, you get a skill point even if you want to do it like that. Like,
but Rose, how are players going to be engaged if they're not finding epic tier bows?
Yeah, after they killed the Rhino Dino or whatever. Big Screecher or whatever. I don't know what they called the dang robots.
Robo-dinos, that's fine. That's all I never kept track of that.
Yeah. But
it's just more numbers like that are not, they don't mean anything. It's like, oh, well, it's creating this false illusion that it does mean something. But
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
if
the numbers go up, man.
Yeah, if I go to this or if I go through this brand, it's not necessary. Especially if there's no like branching mechanic. That's a big thing. Like, if there was more versatility in, like,
Yeah.
these things, that makes sense.
If
but
there were
half the time,
builds.
yeah, but half the time it's literally a linear path anyway, so, like, what's the
Or
point?
you want to get all of it.
Right.
You know what's nice about Outer Worlds?
Oh?
When the numbers go up, it feels very meaningful.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say in Xenoblade Chronicles 1, you had to choose a tree and stuff like that when you leveled up, and what you did leveled up that thing over time and stuff like that.
Ooh,
The specific
that's
things
nice.
you were doing. Yeah.
Yeah, this is more the like traditional Fallout model.
Fallout,
of, like
yeah.
you level up and you get points to put into a skill. Actually, in this
Still
one,
fun.
it does this really cool thing where it's like all of the skills are in like certain trees. Where it's like here's this like tree that's like all tech based. Where it's like here's your medical, your engineering, your science, and it's like you put points into that tree specifically, and it levels up all of those skills until that skill gets up to level 50, and then you need to dump points into that specifically. So, like, your character can eventually, if you're leveling up everything evenly, just become a 50 in everything, and then you need to do the rest yourself. And that's how, like, over time, you're actually building a character. It's so cool. It eliminates the whole having dump skills thing by still letting you be competent in a bunch of different things.
I guess though our answer is that we hate them overall. I think we don't like
They
them.
need to be
Listen,
better for
they need to be
to
better.
justify. Yeah.
Listen,
We like
if
it
I
when they're
have-
in an actual RPG.
Yeah. If I have an engineering skill, I can talk to someone who has a 39 engineering check, and I can pass that check, baby.
All right.
Feels good.
Next up, here's a quick one. Why do people hate Hunter from Spyro so much? He's not that bad. It's
What
from
did Hunter
Anonymous.
do?
Yeah, what
Do you know
did
who
I
he
do?
is?
No, I don't
No,
remember.
I'm not
It's-
familiar
I
with the
haven't played
series.
Spyro in
he's
fucking like
Right.
20 years.
Cheetahman.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
okay, I remember.
You know, he doesn't wear clothes.
Yeah.
You're right,
Oh,
you're right.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
because they don't wear
Oh,
clothes?
yeah.
It might be because he doesn't wear clothes and other characters in the
bothers
game.
people, yeah.
Like, Money Pants wears them, right?
I'm seeing
Spyro?
That's his
pictures
Hey.
of Hunter wearing pants
Huh.
Hey,
You have?
Maybe it's a
on Google.
special dress.
Why are you looking up?
It's formal.
Whatever.
It's a formal suit for a
I
special
had to
occasion.
look up the character because I didn't know who it was.
Oh, you
'cause
didn't know
I-
it either? Well,
No.
dang, I fucked up picking this one. I'm the only one who knew him.
No,
Rose.
it's been a long time since I
Yeah?
I
Oh,
played
yeah,
a
he doesn't.
game
Never mind.
in Spyro.
Rose.
What?
Spyro doesn't wear any clothes.
That's true, but he's a little dragon.
It's just
He's
so it's
cute,
okay
yeah.
for children to run around without
he's
clothes.
he's on four legs.
Yeah,
That's a
if you're
different
How does that
bipedal,
make it
gotta
okay?
Because
Right.
listen, Moneybags, which is his name, not Money Pants. I don't know why I called him that. He doesn't wear pants. He wears a tuxedo.
All of the other dragons are equally nude.
Hunter's
I don't know.
girlfriend, who is a rabbit, is wearing a cloak, and then later she wears like a jumpsuit.
In
So
this
she's wearing
society, dragons control everything to the point where they had to teach all the other species shame.
Mhm.
They didn't teach Hunter shame.
Maybe that's why they don't like.
Well, he
Hunter.
wears pants, apparently.
No, he
At
doesn't.
some point.
I'm telling you.
No,
At
I
some
was,
point,
Well,
he did.
I want to say now that I remember his face is also kind of weird. It's like too wide. I'm sorry. His
I
face
think he
is
just
That's
has a real Yosuke
justification.
vibe to him.
Yeah, his face is a
Like
little
Yosuke
wide.
from Persona 4.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that's
you're
that's the
right.
vibe he has personality wise. He's just like he's gonna say he's gonna say a slur in a couple moments. Like I didn't
I can't trust him around a child. Yeah.
We've got to move on.
apparently he was born on the 22nd of April
Jesus
1975.
Christ.
Why do you like mark that?
I don't know when they say that because apparently he says he's 24 in Ripto's Rage, which came out in 1999.
okay.
Wait, they
Spencer.
observe real years?
Yes,
in
apparently.
Spyro? What?
So-
Yeah, what's up?
Spencer posted a picture of Hunter from the
newer.
remaster in
That
our
looks
chat.
better, yeah.
And to me, it looks like someone WhatsApped his face to give him a fake
It
smile.
does look like they WhatsApped his face. That's horrible.
He looks like this might cuddle. He looks like a streamer's persona, like a streamer.
He does. It's the strap that makes it.
It's
Yeah,
the
really.
strap. It's the arm strap. It's just, like what? The armband. He has like 3 hoagies.
He's wearing an armband. Oh,
So that's why people
Sweat,
don't like
yeah.
Hunter. That's why people don't like Hunter.
That's why people don't like Hunter.
He's got the typical, like, DreamWorks, like generic animated CGI movie face. Something about
DreamWorks,
it's
yeah.
like, yeah. So it's like, oh yeah, here, he's like relatable. So we're gonna make him like look like that, that archetype.
All right. Next question, semi-related. The Mighty Mighty Bosstones asks, in all caps, best video game cat girl, best video game cat boy. What video game characters would be drastically improved by turning them into a cat person? To answer the third question
There's a lot of
first,
cat girls.
if you turn Ocelot into a proper cat boy, that really completes the package.
Agreed, yeah. That would improve it greatly.
is Revolver Ocelot Catboy?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like if he's not. I mean, he is, but he's not a cat boy.
He's not a
He's
cat.
not a cat boy.
If he had the
He's
little
not, like-
ears, it would complete
He's
it.
not nya, he's...
Yeah, he's not an Echo Mimi.
he does. He just.
He does go.
he does.
Yeah, and if you put
no.
the ears,
trying.
it completes the package.
Yeah, if he got the ears.
Oh.
How many video game cat boys and girls do you know?
I
know
play Final
a lot.
Fantasy 14, so there are plenty there.
Okay.
But I want to
Like-
say,
The only ones I can think off at the top of my head are like Felicia, and I wouldn't even call her my favorite.
So I don't play BlazBlue, but I really like. Is her name Talkaka?
yeah, I was actually going to say
She's really
Talcaka
cute.
is
I like her
probably-
design.
Yeah,
She's really cute, but I don't play the game. But it's a really cute design. I like it.
I
What
love
about
Talcaka.
The
Neko
hood and
Hara?
everything, and the big paws. It's like cute.
So yeah,
I can't name a lot of cat boys. That's a rare.
yeah,
Yeah, there are enough cat boys in games.
there should
Frankly,
be more.
I think there should be more cat boys. Just in general.
And then we have Nico Para, but we don't have to
Yeah,
talk about
that's what I was going to say.
We don't have to.
Stella from
also,
Valhalla.
Neanners was in Indivisible, so
Oh
hey.
no, yeah.
Stella from
Wasn't
Valhalla.
she?
Stella,
now
I'm
video
saying
game.
that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
We should probably wrap it up.
Yeah.
We don't need
All right.
this question will not have an answer for
One more question then. This works for Scott. Anonymous asks, since they've been immortalized forever in WWE 2K20, who would be the third man in Delgo and Cleo Dragalia Lost Heel stable?
Fuck. Okay. So who would join their relationship? That's interesting. I don't think Frederick would, because he's going through some dark times right now. His wife is the only person that understands him, but he's become punished, more evil. And also, Pumpkin Man is doing his own stuff right now. I'm not quite sure what's up with him. I haven't heard from him in quite some time, but I've heard he has been pumping iron. I don't think Chatfiend is going to get involved in this. Shit, what other characters would get involved with them? Because famously, Cleo Dragalia Lost is Delgo's new wife. He is still.
What about the old wife?
He's still married to Princess Kyla, and all three of them love each other very much.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is like Princess Kyla doesn't want to be in the spotlight.
That's true.
She's just trying to enjoy a perfect racism-free life. So. Okay, I think it's got to be. I don't want to make any bold assumptions, but for some reason, I think it's got to be Freddy from the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. That just fits it. It's like
I don't
the
know
more
where
I think
you
about
pulled that out of, but okay.
it's like the more I think about it, I'm like imagining the three of them together.
When did you start thinking about it?
Today.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, I'm imagining the three of them together, and I'm like, fuck, that is a fucking Tower of Power right there. All three of them could really cause some destruction in the WWE. Freddy's got claws.
So that'll do it. That'll do it. That's the end of the podcast.
Him
Well,
and
watch
Delgo
out
can
for
win
Freddy.
the tag titles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Delgo can win the tag title. All right, that's it for the podcast. No more. I'm done. Thank you all for joining me.
Wait. Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to do the bit. What? I'm going to do the bit at the end. Hold on. All right. Does anyone have anything to plug?
Yeah, you should listen to the Starlight Car. It is our interview show. Me and Solon went and interviewed Max Creeker, who did Crossneak Plus. That is a really fun interview. John also interviewed Rayanne Alley about NBA Plus, or NBA Jam, the book. NBA Plus. That's a fun interview as well. I also just finished an interview with Richard Pilbeam, who is a sociology PhD, a literal doctor, Dr. Pilbeam, about the intricacies and the internal politics of Dark Souls lore. And it's so that was such a fun discussion. I cannot wait till that's out. That's gonna be out as our November episode. You can get that 1 week early at patreon.com/VGCC.
All right. Anyone else? Do you want to pump anything? Pump anything? Plug anything?
No. No pumping or plugging. No.
I can do one more podcast if you want.
Oh, yeah? Which one?
Go ahead, yeah. I do a wrestling tabletop podcast called Shootcast Brony Delivery, where I play as Broken Mike, who is essentially socialist Bart Simpson, but incredibly goth and wasted on tears. That's the best way I can plug that character.
That's a good selling point, I think. You got a good sell right there.
He's great. He's fun. I've played a lot of tabletop games, and this is the one where I really feel like I can flex doing a stupid character, and it still feels very natural. I'm having a good time.
Having fun. Yeah, that's good. All right. Whew. Like Scott said, you can find Starlight Car as well as Chuchigatri, our anime podcast, on our Patreon at patreon.com/VGCC. $3 a month gets you everything a week early. We also have Let's Plays going on. Xtune's getting there, huh?
It's almost finished. Our editing is almost finished. I do want to bring up, I don't know if we mentioned it enough on here, but we do put up a new video every week on Fridays. So our Spyro Let's Plays show up on youtube.com/videogamechuchu. And they show up 1 week early on patreon.com/VGCC. And if you just give $3, you can get all of that. And also just check out the YouTube. Just go over there, subscribe, watch some stuff. Do have some fun if you like it. If you like it, no pressure.
If you like it, no pressure. Okay, the song is for our episode. Our theme song is "Crush" by Magic Circuit off the album Magic Is Real, and you can find them at bandcamp.com/meltchannel.
Yeah, it's meltchannel.bandcamp.com.
Still Melt Channel, yeah.
They're also on Spotify.
Yeah. They're different bands now, technically. Magic Circle.
Okay.
I don't know if Melt Channel is.
I don't know where I just pulled that out from them.
I don't know.
Well, that's it then. I think that's everything. My brain is gone. I don't know if you can tell. It's just disappeared.
Yeah. Can anyone blame you?
No. No one can blame me ever. So yeah, have a good night, everyone.
Have a good Halloween.
Oh yeah, happy Halloween!
Yeah,
Happy
Halloween.
Oh, chugga chugga.
Shudder.
Shudder.